shit, they can't even keep up with me. All that idol worship in the Bible calls them suffering. Now they're all my rivals, cause I told them they're not deities. Their only pedestals are the ones that aren't reaching me. Come down from your high horse, put your ochre feet inside my heels. You think that is sweet? Well, I'll be walking in sugar cane fields. They might have to help you, show you how walking with the cane fields. This song is to all the powers that be. You can't walk a day in my stilettos, in my pumps, in my heels. You will never get a chance to even know how it feels. You can't walk this gracefully, keep the pace like me. You think that you know, come walk a day in my stilettos. When I wake up and see that the hate's up, not trying to blend in with y'all, so we make up. Gave him time to get it right, now the date's up. I could walk away in high heels, lifting weights up, but you can't walk a day in my shoes. Offbeat and singing the blues. How am I gonna be your muse when you don't like, comprehend, or speak truth? I took the stairs, didn't have to take the elevator. No fighting with y'all, cause I'm not a hater. All I know is when I got to my floor and y'all weren't there, it was obvious I'm greater. No one's disputing that fact. No cap or I'm a snapback, and I want my swag back from my crown to my shoes, and that's that. You can't walk a day in my stilettos, in my pumps, in my heels. You will never get a chance to even know how it feels. You can't walk this gracefully, keep the pace like me. You think that you know, come walk a day in my stilettos.
Hey guys, what's up? We back with another episode of the Stella Steph Show. Yes. Every time we're away, I feel like it's like 3 weeks. It feels like a whole month since last weekend. So much happens during the week that it's like you don't know what to talk about first. But World, I saw you at Delancey the other day.
Oh yeah, it's my guy, DJ Price is right.
Who's the Stella star too?
DJ AV. Excuse me, and Young Dirty Bastard. Shout out to my guy, Young Dirty Bastard.
Yes. YDB.
Yeah.
Who owes us to be on this show pretty soon, so
he'll be up here soon.
Before we start, I just wanted to say shout out to Music Monday Videos, Sheen Magazine for sponsoring us at Music Monday Videos. So, just big up to that because our show is under their umbrella right now. And I'm a part of the cast and we work there and they're like family to us. So I just want to make sure I give them a shout out because they're doing a lot of big things right now. We're now in like 4 countries right now and on Optimum channels, Verizon channels. We're on Roku. So
we all over the place.
Yeah, we all over the place right now.
I'm letting you do the intros today. I'm like
excited.
On the low with the shades and the hoodie
I really
on,
am. I'm trying to be calm about it because I don't want to be the one to be like, oh my God, Sheen Magazine, we made it. But yeah.
Shout out Sheen Magazine.
Shout out,
Shout out Sheen Magazine.
Yeah. So a lot of crazy shit has gone on. Me and Louis, my brother, my assistant, my everything right now. We were talking about relationships and domestic violence and not just domestic violence, but in the industry and in the entertainment world. There was a football player, and I can't remember his name right now. If somebody could help me out here.
I don't.
Zach what? Zach Stacy, who a couple of weeks ago,
Louis, you a football guy?
Oh, Louis a sports guy, period.
Okay.
If he can't watch it, he'll sit there and listen on the radio, like AM for hours. Just sit there listening.
Yeah, you a sports guy.
So he's a sports guy. He basically has a newborn child with his baby's mother.
And so you know this kind of been out for a while. I know it
has, but I just saw this video. I personally just saw this video and I started reading the background on it. And the laws for everything has changed. Some people don't understand that the laws have changed. Somebody could come up to you and punch you in your face and it's a misdemeanor. Like, it means nothing. Somebody could fuck you up and they will not be imprisoned for however long they should be. They're just going to be out with a fine or a court date.
Honestly, the way he beat her up, you could tell that's not the first time.
Okay,
Wait,
yeah.
What's the story though? I don't know the story.
Oh, well, this football player, he got into a fight with his baby's mother. Their child is about 5 months old, and the child was right there in front of them in the car seat. And he was punching her like a man.
I saw the video.
Like a man.
In a car?
Okay.
He threw her
Yes.
into the TV,
Yes.
like
And
she
it
like
was
slammed into the
several
TV.
times. Like he
You
kept
too
going
big
after
for that.
that.
As a man, you should like.
Okay.
That was
But you got to understand, like, he's a football player, so his aggression is like on 1,000. So, like, for her to be with him and him to have that aggression, she's dealing with that all the time. Because
Yeah.
if you notice, when he was throwing her and slamming her around, she was like, "But honey, but I didn't."
Yeah, she was
mean
like,
to." She was like,
okay, please stop. Can you just stop?
right, like
Please,
calmly,
stop,
just saying it like
stop.
matter of factly, like they have fights all the time, and he slams her ass around, and she accepts it to live that lifestyle.
But why was the
basically.
camera on? And
Because they had security in their house. They had security cameras in their house, so the
you know, when
security
the domestic
cameras
violence
picked everything up.
happens, then the police want to get all
You know,
of it.
and the reason why she turned in the footage is because she had
It's the way it was
called
good.
she had called the police, and the police, all they did was charged him for the broken TVs.
Yeah, that was like.
They
that was a
never-
smack in the face.
They
again
saw the
for
whole
her.
video of the beatdown and didn't really. They didn't do anything to him. They were
You
just
think
like,
they only didn't do anything to him because he's a celebrity?
oh, because he's a celebrity, of
Yeah.
course, and also people don't know this, that the laws were changed.
but in what state was
The
that?
laws were changed that you
they
could get
Florida?
into a physical fight and you're not going to be sentenced to long jail time or go to jail. It's just a misdemeanor. Somebody can punch you, fuck you up, and that is just a misdemeanor.
And that's the law where?
And that is the law. I know it's here in New York, in LA, in
But
Florida.
if you punch somebody in the face, you shouldn't. But I'm just saying, if you punch somebody in the face, you shouldn't be going to jail for a long time because a lot of motherfuckers should get punched. In the
yeah, a lot of
Just keep it
motherfuckers
100.
should be. But as somebody who went through domestic violence for years
See,
of
you
their
got whole
life,
sentimental value in it,
But
but
for
there's a
somebody
lot of
who-
women out here setting niggas up and getting them killed.
yeah,
And
but
that's a
sending them to
different
jail
story.
forever.
Yeah.
You know, those is different
For-
stories.
that's a
Okay,
different story,
of
but
course,
for
but
people-
I don't want people.
Sorry.
See, I'm being a devil's advocate, and I don't want people to think, yeah, because you know,
As usual.
it's never a time where you should just be beating a woman's ass for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There's no way in hell that should happen. But there's women out here that's like, for instance, it's a TikTok post that's really popular where a dude is singing a song and his girl comes from behind him and slaps him in the face.
Him, I ain't gonna lie,
Like
I got
I'm
mad
saying,
at that
Domestic
myself.
violence
I
goes
was
and he
both
was still
ways.
kept on
It
singing the
goes both
song.
ways.
Exactly.
And
So
it's
you
like
can't
both
you
ways.
can't just spin it off of, oh, why is a man hitting a woman?
No, I didn't say
You
anything
should
about.
never
I
hit a
didn't
woman.
say
Like,
that. I said domestic violence. I didn't say
okay,
anything
I
about
just
man or
wanna-
woman.
well, I'm here
because,
speaking for the men.
Yeah, there's females that are abusive to men.
Of course they are.
You know,
But I think it's more the guy, like how big he is, how strong
Yes,
he is.
yes. That
compared
was
to-
crazy that he's a big fucking football player.
Yeah.
She's a little woman, but she obviously deal through that ordeal all the
So
time.
what you saying because she deserves it? Because
No, I'm not saying she deserves it at all, but you can tell from the footage that she accepts that.
Yeah.
She's there for that. She want that smoke.
I mean,
She wants it.
what do you
Yo,
mean she wants that smoke?
Meaning,
wouldn't
like, she
necessarily say
decide to
that.
stay in that relationship, then she wants that smoke. Because if you know this motherfucker's an aggressive football player, beating your ass type of guy, why the fuck you don't just get daddle up out of there? You obviously went through a whole pregnancy and
I
stayed with him
agree.
because
But
you're
you
trying
don't
to
know
make it work.
You don't know
Of course.
the.
Everybody
the
never knows the
pretenses
night.
to- yeah, you
Everybody
don't know.
never knows the dynamic of why a woman
who
stays with
stays
an
in the-
abuser.
exactly.
So everybody on the outside looking in and
up
saying,
with
"Why
Louis?
is she
That
with
she
him?
crazy, right?
Whoa, he's so wrong." You don't know what's going on. She could be clunking that nigga over the head with something, and y'all ain't see that part. You don't know.
I mean, we never know what's going on behind
Exactly.
the scenes. and shit.
But what we
Exactly.
do know is that
But what we
man.
saw.
What we saw. What we
What
saw.
we
is,
saw looked bad on his
Yeah,
behalf.
what we saw is
Correct.
that there was a child in that car seat, and he punched that girl in the face because she didn't want to be with him anymore. That's what we saw. We heard the conversation. We heard what he was saying.
But this is
We
another
heard.
this is
we
another
heard,
one.
That's
we heard
another
everything.
reason why women
Same
don't
thing. He was
leave
like, "Why
too.
would you sit there and ruin a family? Why would you? You not gonna be with me, bitch?"
Hold up, I didn't see all
like,
that.
yeah, you
Yeah,
have
he
to
was
listen
so
to.
I
the
just seen the
woman.
part when he was in the house and he slammed her into the TV.
Yeah, no, you gotta watch the whole thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
there's
okay.
a couple
Because
different clips.
there's
see?
audio and everything.
I'm
to
glad
it.
you brought that
So,
up because I didn't even know all of that.
like I said, as a person who went through it, and the reason why I'm touching on this is because years of, I was on Facebook the other day, and you know how Facebook does the memories.
Oh yeah, and that shit comes up all the time. Yeah.
Hate it.
So I called World on the phone. I was like, yo, because I was in a relationship for 4 years of my life with somebody that always put his hands on me. Like, I wasn't allowed to do anything. I wasn't allowed to go anywhere, speak
I'm
to
glad
anyone,
you brought this up, Stella.
You know? So that picture popped up on my Facebook. It was a picture where we went out. He had just finished. I had a black eye, a mark on my face. I was crying. And he was like, take the picture and smile now. He was like, take the
posted it
picture
on
and smile
Facebook.
now. Take it right now and smile. Take it right now and smile. And he made me post the picture, and that popped up on my Facebook.
And it fucked your head up for a little while.
Of course it would.
Yeah, it took you
Memories
back
like
to
that.
Yep.
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So how long was it when it said memories? How long ago was it?
That was 3 years ago.
3 years ago. So this was 2019. Now it's 2021, about to be 2022. That guy who embarrassed you and did that to you on live internet, when the last time have you been around him in his circumference? Let's keep it 100.
I'm keeping it 100.
Please do.
Yo, I hate you right now.
Yeah, because I see where he's going with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm guilty of some shit.
So good.
I'm guilty
We
of
just spoke
still,
about the girl, about why she stayed and everything like that. So let's talk about it. If you felt the way and that memory came back to you and fucked you all up,
I'm guilty.
what would make you keep that nigga in your life?
Okay,
Let's
so
go.
I'm guilty of being in love with somebody that I hoped would change. I'm guilty of I wouldn't say he brainwashed me because I hate that term. I hate that term. I hate when people say no, but I hate when people say like I hate when people say like, oh, he brainwashed me to believe this, because that's not true. But I kept hoping that he would be the person that I met and he would stay the same. But it was like when he was drinking, he would be a totally different person.
Like a bad person or good?
Bad. Like
How often did y'all drink together?
Well, he would drink from the time he woke up in the morning. He would wake up and need like a beer. He would need it. And if it wasn't there in the house, I would have to go out and get it for him.
So you was feuding his bullshit by going to get his
He
poison.
would be drunk and he would either beat the shit out of me, or if I was not in that state and if there were people around, he would just leave and go find another bitch to fuck with.
Did you
and I
ever
wouldn't
tell
hear from him.
anybody? Well, like in the middle of it?
While I was in it,
Yeah.
no, I didn't start speaking on it until I was like fed up and tired of it.
When
Then I
did you
started
get-
fighting back.
When did you get fed up and tired of that from 2019?
Oh my God, it was still in. Well, I was with him for years before 2019. and
Oh,
you
so
know
you've been
that.
with him longer than that.
Yeah, you know I was with him.
I'm just
from
saying, I want you
before
to tell your
2019.
story. I'm just being a devil's advocate.
But I'm like, you know, why you asking me questions you know
Because
about?
I want the people out there don't know. They listening to
I
what we
mean,
talking about,
okay.
and you saying this guy was
we were
abusive
together.
to you.
We were together for years.
Okay.
We were together. I was newly out of a marriage. I was newly divorced. I was new to New York. I had just moved from Rhode Island. Okay, so I was by myself. I met him. I thought he was this great guy. He was a single father. He was a great person. No, wrong. He
So
cheated
how long
on me.
after y'all was dealing with each other
I
did he
was
start
with
whipping your ass?
when I got pregnant a year later.
So it was 1 year, and he started.
When I
showing
got
you.
pregnant, then he started like being very abusive, and then it turned into he would start putting his hands on me in front of his family.
Well, they must have been used to him doing that.
And they were used to it because they would ask me to leave.
Oh, they would tell you, yeah, just leave, so he don't
Okay.
whip your ass some more.
All right, and he would do this stuff all like he would. I was homeless, and he would steal my phone.
That's the
He
guy
would
that
break-
stole all that bread.
He would break my phones. He would do things to me all the time because he knew that I was incapable of paying for stuff for myself.
Because you were grinding.
Because I had to pay for hotel rooms to live in. I had to eat. I had to get to work, and he knew that. So he would take my phone and break it.
What's that? All that's in your book, right? Name, what's the book? Tell me.
Unconditional.
Unconditional.
So and he would always tell me like, "Oh, I love you unconditionally." So everything that's unconditional is not always real.
Yeah, I don't believe in
At all,
that.
I don't believe in that at all.
Everything she says, some unconditional is uncomfortable,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know.
So when the last time have you been dealing with
Wait.
this guy?
Before that, how long into it did you find out
About what?
about the abuse?
From her, with her? With the,
Yeah.
Well, actually, it was one time she had a little barbecue or something at her crib. And I went there, and he came there, and I met him. And I already knew about like him stealing from her and stuff like that, but she never really told me how much he would like whip on her and stuff like that. But I knew like it was something about him that kept him around her. Because when I met him, I looked at him and was like, yo, this something looked kind of off about this guy. But she always like, he was always in and out her life and stuff from the time that I know her. So for her to sit here and say, oh, when that memory came up, it made me feel a kind of way because I was like, what I was being around her just recently, and this guy was around.
Yeah,
so it's like, why did you are you accepting that? You know what I'm saying?
And it's hard to be like, it's hard. Like I feel for this woman that got her ass beat because it's hard to be in that situation.
Yo, it's the wave said women love the bad guy, and that's a fact. Y'all love the bad guy. Shout out, it's the wave. Women love the bad guy. Even when that guy whips your ass and then turns around and dicks you in the butt.
Yo, it's the way
you love him.
It's a lot of mental too, though.
Yes. So go ahead, speak on it, girl.
Yes.
Hold on, Stella, introduce our guest. That we
I was gonna get into that. So right now
some.
we got Pretty Montana who's back because she got some steamy shit to talk about today. And then we got Rocky Ryder.
Hey.
Beautiful singer-songwriter, poet. She was on a Star is Born concert that I hosted with Drewski and Daylight. So she's here right now. She's got some great music. And then we've got Pretty Montana's assistant. Correct? Is she your assistant? Or PR, sorry.
PR, tell her to get it right.
I'm sorry.
PR.
So sorry. Sorry.
Right.
No, there's nothing wrong. I was an assistant. I was an assistant back in the day.
You were BK Tidal Wave's
Yeah,
assistant.
there's no problem with being an assistant.
That's how I met her. She was assisting someone else.
PR, since we're all women here, again, the only
not
man.
me.
I figured this would be a great topic to discuss because
this shit is deep. This is
domestic
serious.
violence is a
is
serious
important.
thing.
And
It could really fuck your head up. It could really
what about the
fuck your
women that
head
get
up.
dudes?
Answer that.
Okay, so he came to my house. This was like 2 weeks ago.
What?
He tried to come through my window.
That's the one.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
like 2 weeks ago.
But you curbed him when he tried to come through
Yeah,
the window.
absolutely. Louis
But-
was there.
Okay,
so, yeah.
right, because you got the,
I have
road
my
manager Louis is
I got
the
Louis
protector.
that's there all the
But,
time.
hold on.
And Louis sees what I go through. Like,
But what was the
so-
last time you interacted with him when you didn't reject him and he was trying to make advances at you? When was that? Aside from the time he tried to climb in your window, how long has it been since you've been with this man intimately and showing him love?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
Forgot.
No, you push that stuff out of your brain for real.
I don't know.
Listen, there's so many people out here right now in abusive relationships. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Honestly, there's so many relationships where couples fight and they get into shit. So you could say it's abusive relationship, but if the female is snuffing a nigga and the nigga snuffing her back and they fighting and then they get over and get on with their
But
life
if
and
the
make love
female
after.
never hits the man and the man is always hitting
in
the
that
female.
instance, but Stella, you so damn aggressive. I can't believe that you ain't swing on a motherfucker.
No, I haven't.
You always be telling niggas shut the fuck up, and then niggas' faces like Like I don't see you not starting some of this shit. Honestly,
I swing when I have to.
I don't know.
Honestly, Louis, Louis, honestly.
Louis
as
need to
somebody
get on the mic.
As somebody who's been here,
Do
there.
Stella Steph not incite a riot sometimes?
Has it been times that?
Yes, she does. That's what Louis said. I got him on live.
We're just home trying to go to sleep, and I ask politely, like, please leave me alone. Go. And does it end? Okay.
And I understand that, Stella, but you just said that a memory came up on your timeline
Yeah,
from
that was
3 years ago.
Yeah.
So that means you still having this dude around recently. That tells
For
me
a memory to come up?
no. The memory came up and brought you back to something that happened 3 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
But within the last 3 years, you have been
Oh yeah, of course.
entertained. Okay.
Of course. I
So
have entertained
if you
it.
ain't
I
learned
have.
from, like, you know
I
what I'm
have.
saying? Fool me once, shame on
And
me.
it's
Fool
like-
me twice and three
and
and
I
4
swear
times, and
it's
I'm the
like
asshole.
I swear it feels like a.
You keep bringing this man around you knowing who he is.
You're right.
So then who could you blame? Who could you
That's-
really be
See, but
on?
nobody's gonna be able to give that up for her. She has to give that up
Yeah,
herself.
you're right.
And
You're
sometimes
absolutely
You're
right.
absolutely
like,
right.
See, like not
But-
for nothing.
okay.
Like my father passed
I'm
away
glad
2
you
years
said
ago.
that.
I was in a 7-year relationship. I grew up with this man. Literally, I'm 25.
Mm-hmm.
We broke up 2 years ago. It took me having lost my father to be able to walk away from him.
Okay.
Like, because, so for me at least, I grew up with him. that became more than my partner. That became my best friend.
Yeah,
my
yeah.
soulmate.
Would you say more? It came more of a fatherly figure
no,
that you was
definitely
maybe
not.
searching for,
Definitely not, because my father was my best friend.
just like he was.
Right, but it wasn't a fatherly figure. You get what I'm
Well,
saying?
of course not, because y'all was intimate or whatever. But
Yeah,
you know,
but it definitely. I would say I stayed around because I was more comfortable.
And that's what it is. I
And
was
it's the
comfortable.
comfort. You
I
don't
was
want to have to
comfortable.
open your body to somebody
Get
else. You
lost.
rather
Yes.
continue fighting the demons that you're fighting with the person you're fighting with than start over with somebody else and brand new
so
demons.
that
Yeah.
right there says it all. Women decide to stay in abusive relationship because it's familiar to them. You just said it, mama,
No,
and that's what I
right.
was getting at. Like
Okay.
women
It's
stay
the
around
comfortability.
familiarity.
It's the comfortability.
You
You're
feel what I'm
right.
saying? It ain't really comfortability because some women ain't comfortable around certain dudes. Some women are scared to even say no to a guy if he tell her to do something, but they're just so comfortable around it or familiar with the guy that they stay.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So that goes back to what I'm saying about with your situation is that if you knew from 3 years ago that this man was no good and he did you dirty and he robbed you and stole you and beat you and did whatever to you, why even have him around 3 years later?
No, you're right.
Like, so you can't be on somewhere
And then
defending
it,
your
like-
woman's rights when you are perpetuating it by sticking around and giving this guy a shot. That guy should not even be able to come into your life. Period.
You're absolutely right.
If you're gonna be talking
so
about it on
after
some
the first
women's rights shit,
so after
that's
the
what I'm saying.
first, so this is I wished that I was strong enough after that first time that he put his hands on me.
Right.
After the second time, after the third time, after the fourth time, I wish that I was strong enough to be like, that's it. You hit me. In the hospital, you fucked up my eardrum, my eye, this
See,
and that.
he did all of that.
Broke
See,
my
but-
ribs. You did this. Like, I'm done.
And you
No,
was
but
still
Stella, you
always-
were still strong.
But I
though.
always gave in because I would feel bad. I would feel bad.
And it's not even about feeling bad. Females or society has this idea that females who stay in domestic violence relationships are weak. And that's not necessarily true. There's a process, right?
Yep.
Just like there's a process to finding the person that you're going to spend the rest of your life with. That's the most healthy relationship ever. There's a process to it. Stella is strong enough to still be in the process. Even though she hasn't given the person up, she's going to become strong enough and get into the next step of the process to healing, to letting him go. So, Stella, don't sit here and say that you're not strong because you still are. You're dealing with it.
Well, I never said she wasn't strong.
No,
'cause
I'm not
I
saying you.
I
She
basically
just said-
she be wanting to pop off all the time.
My girlfriend be cheating on me all the time. I be trying to. I be.
Shut up, Math. You would never.
You serious, man?
Where's my shoe at? I feel like
No, it
Math.
is.
No, I
No, it is.
understand. Like,
She's good. I see the good in her.
but then you know what it is. You know what it is too is that you have. To me, it's like he for 4 years as unstable as that whole shit is. He always comes back. He always comes back. He always lets me know that he loves me. He loves me. He will never go anywhere. He loves me. I am the person he loves.
Yep.
He will leave every woman he is with for me. But then you have motherfuckers who are with one person who love them and they are lazy. They won't get out of bed to drive their girlfriend to work. They won't do nothing. They will stay home and do nothing.
I think it's all about that. If you decide to stay in that shit, then you can't really be talking bad about
There are
the
men
situation.
that won't even tell a woman they love them. They won't. They will fuck
But then there's
them
women that you
and
could tell them,
leave.
there's women that you could tell them you love them, treat them like a queen, suck their pussy, suck their toes, do everything, and they still not treat you the way you should be treated. If a woman wants to have a husband and have a long-term
So it's all-
relationship, they should know how to keep their man and treat that man right.
They
Not
should
be
know
on
how to
that
keep
women
their man.
liberal. I could be single.
Pretty
I don't need
Montana,
you.
say something
Now
here.
you're
No,
gonna-
but the thing is,
I don't
okay.
like when I-
Say
I don't
something
like-
here.
Oh wait.
See,
I'm
Pretty
letting y'all,
Montana,
you know, let y'all
Pretty
vent and
Montana
stuff.
feel me.
I want to say something though, because in order to get to that women's rights advocate stuff, you have to go through the stuff.
Yeah, you have to go
and
through
the
it.
reason why a lot of women go through that is because nobody told them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
don't
learn from
have-
experience.
Yeah.
Nobody could
Straight
tell you
facts.
anything.
Exactly.
Straight
You only learn
facts,
from
doggy.
experience. So if
Yeah.
you went through it 3 years ago, you wouldn't have that same motherfucker
And not
coming
only
around.
that, nobody around me would have that situation in their life either. Because I'd be like, girl, no. Like, it's not happening.
And you could tell your friend that all day, but if she's still dickmatized, she gonna keep that nigga coming whipping her
but
ass.
I just feel like it's a societal thing, though. Like, it's a thing where, like, so many people don't know.
Yeah.
Because it's domestic violence. It's all types of it comes in different forms. It's not just
Yes, it does. It's
Right.
mental, it's
Mental,
physical,
It's emotional,
verbal,
yeah,
everything.
verbal. Verbal is one of the worst,
Yeah.
you know. And it could come from all types of relationships, and you see it so much in our world, like people tolerating disrespect from people, coworkers, all types of stuff. You know what I mean? Someone has to tell us, like, don't tolerate disrespect, period.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of teachings, really and truly, about you being humble and you being, like, a good woman if you can endure, and, you know, all these ideas of
How much
femininity.
of a good woman do you need to be?
Yeah, being a good woman, a good wife, a good this. It's a lot of teachings like that. So the liberation stuff offsets that, you know. That.
But that goes both ways too, because for one, there's some women that don't know how to be loved. So when a man comes along and loves them and really shows them how affectionate and how sexually interested he is in his woman, she'll turn that around on some, oh, why you cool with them girls?
But it's
I know you could be
let me
doing
tell
something.
you why.
And
I'ma
you
tell
show
you
her
why
all
right
of the
now.
love that you could show her, and she's like, oh, all it's about is the sex.
I'ma-
So you worrying about me being with other girls, but now I want to always have sex with
But
you,
have you-
and now it's too much.
But hold
now
on,
I'm
but
doing
have,
too
you
much. So what is it?
cheated, but have you cheated on this person that you love?
If
Have
a
you been
woman
with other
met
girls?
you while you was dipping on somebody to be with her, you could never come to that man and say, oh, what are you doing out there? Because you was willing to accept him from another woman. If you knew that man was in a marriage or he was in another relationship with a woman and you was able to
Are y'all
accept him
talking about
into your
specific
life,
stuff at this point?
I'm just saying, like, this shit is real
I can
stories
relate to
that
some of this
a lot of
shit.
people go through.
But-
If my shit is that vivid that it make you feel like, oh, you went through it or I'm going through it or whatever, it's that real. Where there's a lot. Listen,
so
everybody out here done had a side chick, and that side chick had a man. And that man had a woman
I
on
never
the
had a
side that
side
had a
chick.
man. So,
I never had a side chick.
so you never had
never had a
side
side
chicks, but
chick.
have y'all been side chicks?
I might
I
have.
have.
I don't really.
Okay. I
have been
You
a
know,
side
the
chick.
game is
I
different
have.
nowadays,
Okay.
where
So you
guys
can't-
treat they side chick like they
probably
wife.
still
All
am
right,
the
but you
side
can't.
chick.
But you can't say, "Oh, I'm cool with being a side chick" when you was a side chick, and then when you started being with a person and you wanted to call that man your own, and he wound up having a side chick, and now you on his neck excessively because he shouldn't be with nobody else but you. But you was cool with being that side chick.
Yeah, a lot of women is. I'm not gonna lie.
So why you
Like I
beefing
said,
with your man if you
I
feel he
don't
got a
know
girl?
that I've ever been a side chick because
Now you don't know.
I don't. I was with a guy for 13 years. And I wasn't like a side chick at all. The way he displayed me and shit, so I knew I wasn't a side chick.
Did you think
but
he had
you
a
don't
girl on
know
the side?
You don't
because
know what's going
the
on.
way the game is being played out here, niggas can have a whole relationship with a whole other
Exactly.
girl,
Yep.
and you don't know.
And you don't
really
know what
But
the
a lot
hell
of
you
women
going
do
on.
know
If
and
you
they
think
act
you're
like
the
they don't
main
know.
one.
Now you're not lying what you said.
I know I'm not.
Some do
I've been
know.
in a lot of relationships. I've been around the block
yeah,
a lot
I was
of
about to
times.
say some do know.
Exactly.
And they be feeling like, oh, I'm gonna get him and I'm gonna take him
Yep.
from her.
Yeah.
And it don't
And then
ever
they'll-
goes like that.
And then they'll be mad.
Ever.
And then they'll be mad.
Ever.
And then they'll be mad abusive to the nigga because, oh, you cheating on me. You out there doing this, doing that. But when I met you, you was my side chick.
Exactly. So
What
it's
the
kind of
fuck
like
is you not understanding here?
it never goes like
So
that.
why would you marry the side chick?
It's not about being married. You can
Because
just be in a
some men, no, I'm
relationship.
saying
Yeah,
some
they starting to marry
men,
the
some
side
men
chick.
Listen,
marry
marriage.
the side
Listen,
chick.
some people have babies with their side chick, and having a baby with a woman is bigger than marriage to me. Because when you're sharing a life, a human with a person, that marriage shit is like you married already.
Absolutely.
If you getting all of the rights as a married woman once you have a baby with a
Really?
chick.
Because
And it's mad
you
chicks out
actually
here.
stuck with them longer. Because some marriages only last
Exactly.
like some people get married for 2 years, 3
So,
years. You stuck with them
so
for
then
18.
you know what, Stella? I rest my case.
No, you actually stuck with them for life.
I rest my
because
case.
you got to think about all the events that your
Yeah.
kid is gonna go through.
The math. Peace, God.
They might when they get married, y'all both gonna be at the wedding and shit. You know.
I hate you. Let's go into a song by Rocky Ryder. And when we come back, we're going to have an interview with the beautiful Rocky Ryder. And then we're going into some Pretty Montana
All right.
tea.
Go. You already know what it is. This is Stella Steph Show, Groundhog TV, S.STREET Media. Shout out all the guests in the building. You already know what it is.
Yo, that was so menacing. Just let the fire burn. Let the fire burn. Just let the fire burn, let the fire burn. Times like this I love, yeah. Times like this I'm grateful that you care. And since I'm always
my life gonna matter to you now? I wish that I could love you forever. Together we can learn, do whatever we can, love and make the fire burn. And even through the good times and bad times, we'll still be standing firm. Do whatever we can, love and make the fire burn. I can't keep explaining the pain that I keep facing in this world. No, no. And if you're gonna keep complaining about the things I say, then find another person. I'm not hurt. 'Cause if there's no justice, there's no peace, and you won't get silence out of me. Sorry if my voice seems like a diss, but when my mistakes mean more to you than any other thing I do, what happens to the love I wanna give? I wish that I could love you forever. Together we can learn, do whatever we can, love and make the fire burn. And even through the good times and bad times, we'll still be standing firm. Do whatever we can, love and make the fire burn. If it doesn't matter to you, just know it matters to me. Let's keep the fire burning. Let's keep the fire burning. If it doesn't matter to you, just know it matters to me. Let's keep the fire burning. Let's keep the fire burning. I wish that I could love you forever. Together we can learn, do whatever we can, love and make the fire burn. And even through the good times and bad times, we'll still be standing firm. Do whatever we can, love and make the fire burn. If it doesn't matter to you, just know it matters to me. Let's keep the fire burning.
So we back right now. We're leaving that domestic violence
Nah.
topic.
Somebody got something to say here.
Who got something to say?
Listen, I need you to tell this story right now. Like, this is serious, and then we can move on after that.
What?
Unless you got something you want to say.
I mean,
tell a little story
I'm trying to
too.
interview,
Montana
so
definitely got to tell a story.
Go ahead. Let them know what's up.
Nah, it's definitely super hard when you're stuck. Like I was saying, like it's definitely a mental game. Earlier I had mentioned that I was in a 7-year relationship. Yeah, that nigga was fucking me up, bro. Like he was a football player. Me and him were together throughout high school. We grew up together, and he led me to believe that that was his way of showing me that he loved me.
Yeah.
Like it was always like we would sit down and we have a conversation, and it would be like, oh well, I never had a man show my mom that he loved her, so I don't know how to love a woman. And it's like you could sit here and teach someone how to love you all day, but you're gonna do what you want to do.
Yeah.
If this is how you know how to love, that love is not acceptable.
Yeah.
To me.
Did he ever tell you that if he didn't love you, he wouldn't hit you?
Yeah, actually, and I think that was told to me the first time.
Yeah. You think if I didn't care about you, I wouldn't put my hands on you like this?
That's bullshit.
This is
And
what
I'm
he
a
would
man
tell me.
saying that like
Yeah.
that's bullshit. A nigga can't say they
Yup.
love you. That's why they beat you up.
Oh,
I mean, for you,
if I
it's bullshit
didn't
because you
do-
wouldn't say no shit
Yeah.
like that to no woman.
Yeah.
But there's corny ass niggas
But
out
there's
here.
guys that
Yeah.
do stuff like that. There's guys that do stuff like that, okay? And then there's people like me who don't have people to turn to and are by themselves for a long period of time and don't have family to run to and
And when the
reach
people know
out to.
that-
So, and there's people like him who know things like that, so they use it. So they use it.
I used
I
to
want her
say,
to finish her story. Go ahead. Say what you were saying.
I used to say that my ex used to suffocate me to the point where I couldn't breathe, and then he would resuscitate me.
Oh,
Because that's
wow.
exactly how you feel,
So
right?
he killed you a couple times.
A couple times.
Wow.
It's like you got your back against the wall, and you got 5 people coming at you, and it's one person. And it's like, this isn't the person that you met, and you keep having hopes that they're going to go back to that person because they were capable of it. They're capable of it. And it's like, I always say, and this is from a healing standpoint, but it also goes to this. You've had to have bad days to know what good days feel like.
Yeah.
And you know that this is a bad day and this is a bad moment. And yeah, you're fucking me up, but I know tomorrow you're going to love me the way I need to be loved.
Yep.
So it's like walking out of those situations are really, really hard. It really, really, and I'm a girl who grew up with my father in my life, showing me unconditional love. Like, my father was my best friend. My mom wasn't really there like that.
Right.
She was present, but she wasn't like there like I needed her to be. I was the only one for my father.
So when you was messing with this abusive guy, what kept you with him after he whipped your ass the first time?
I was in college.
What?
We were away at school, so we were about 4 hours away from home. He was the only person I knew.
Oh, okay. So you
go
had
back to
that
what you're comfortable with.
familiarity,
Right.
like
So
that.
I went back to what I was comfortable with because I wasn't yet ready to grow further or grow past that.
So was he sleeping with other college students on the campus and stuff like that? Did you go through that too?
Not really. I went through that more like towards the end of like where we were about to break up. He basically would say like, "Oh, I started sleeping with other people to keep me more interested in you."
What?
That's the bullshit.
That's
Right,
some
because
real
it's
bullshit
like,
right there.
oh, I know I want to keep coming home to you because I'm going out, I'm finding other things.
Yeah,
and
that's
I
why
don't
I'm.
like it.
That's why
So
I'm
coming
sleeping
home
with
to you.
her because I want to be with you, but I want to try different things. But I don't want you to do those nasty whorish things. Let those bitches do it. You're not a whore. Let those whores do that shit. Yeah, that's the stuff that I was told.
So was you trying to outdo them, Stella, and do the horror shit?
Oh, I am a whore. So.
I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you said it and not me. You know what I mean? But look, I want to hear your story too, because you got the the whole lingerie thing going on, and I want to know like what made you want to be into such a sexual, sensual profession and stuff like that. How your relationship situations is going? You know what I mean?
Well, one, I would like to say I am not in a relationship. I am single. Super single. For anyone that's out there saying, I am super single. Y'all got that? Y'all super single. Cause I be hearing things and shit, and people be saying I'm a girl and all that. And I'm not nobody's fucking.
All
I
this
mean,
stuff was
who's-
good.
Have you dated anyone in the industry or no?
I have.
Who?
And I would never
Can I
date
know?
nobody in the street again.
Can I know who it was?
It was a DJ or whatever.
What's his name?
Popular?
I would say.
What show?
I mean, I don't want to say his name and all
What
that.
station?
What station? Don't come up here trying to tell stories and you scared.
What station?
Fubu Radio.
Who?
Oh, Fubu Radio.
Fubu
Okay.
Radio.
All right, don't know none of them
Look up
DJs.
Fubu Radio DJ so I can know who that is, please. Thank you. So how long were you guys together and why did it end?
Yeah, we was dating for a little while. Like you said, I could tap into the DV a little bit. Dating him was like he wasn't beating my ass, but it's still not an excuse.
Yeah.
It was just little shit he was doing
Like
that
what?
was like
Verbal?
verbal. He would choke me here and there. And not in the bedroom. But it was
But
just
if
like
it was in the
little-
bedroom, it would have been okay?
Yeah, of course. A1, of course. But outside of that, it was like, yo, this nigga got some type of aggression in him. Like, what's wrong with him? He every now and then if he mad about something or just little shit that he was doing that, like you said, was like, oh, now I gotta get out of this. I'm not dealing with this. I had my father as well. My uncles raised me. I done seen what it's like to be treated by men.
So how did you wind up falling into that?
It actually was like it was business at first. The straight business. I want to help him grow in his career, help me grow.
So you was Captain Save-A-Hole.
Helping him with little things, even though he's been in the game longer than I have. I believe in like a young dog can treat you new tricks or whatever.
Yeah.
That's the saying or whatever. Yeah. So I was like certain things I was just like, nah, you need to change your image. You need to do this. You need to do that. Oh, let me come style you. Oh, let me hold it down. Let me do the behind the scenes. Start posting this. Start getting out there more. Just helping him with things. And he was giving me expertise too with my business. So that was the attraction right there. It was like, all right, at the moment, he believe in my business. He believe in me and things like that.
Somebody on my live said, don't drink Hennessy straight from the bottle.
Who said that?
Just all this stuff.
Who's that?
Said, don't drink Hennessy straight from the bottle.
I don't.
Who's drinking Hennessy straight
Straight from the
I
bottle.
mean, like when you go through stuff like that, meaning Don't drink Hennessy straight from the bottle.
I don't really drink Hennessy.
During sex.
Because when I do,
I don't know. I didn't really get it.
when I do drink Hennessy, I become like a whole nother person.
Oh, so basically she
I
she
don't
know
drink
you?
that shit.
Did she know you said don't drink Hennessy straight from the bottle?
She might know me. What's her name? She knows
Artist
me.
Artist up.
No, I don't.
Tuesday
Yeah.
Night Expressions.
No, I don't
No.
know.
Okay.
Anywho.
Everybody should.
But you drink Hennessy straight though.
No, I'm not a Hennessy drinker. I'm actually like a Patron drinker.
Oh, okay.
Or like I like champagne a lot too. So Hennessy be like if somebody come over to my house, which was this week, and they bring the Hennessy or whatever. I don't drink that shit. But it was like the first attraction was just business and shit for me. So that's what made me really into him a lot. But then it was like the part where you say situationship. It was like
it's not a relationship.
no
it's
title
just what
on
you're
me,
in right now.
but I'm his girlfriend.
How long?
About 2 years, I would say, because we kind of recently just was like, I'm a little over this back and forth shit. It's
Oh, so
mad
this is
toxic.
recent.
This shit's super toxic. I lost my mom, and he wasn't considerate of that. So it was like I had to cut it off for my sanity.
Yeah.
So how
It was
long ago
going
was
left.
it since you broke it up?
Well, I would say we kind of honestly together made that decision. I would say like 6 months ago. But then it was like on the phone back and forth.
Are you guys cordial with each other now?
No.
Or no? Okay.
Yeah,
like
okay.
recently, a couple of people been telling me he was talking about me and made me look like the bad guy. So that's why I was like, I want to come on the radio, and I don't do this, because I try to keep it as off the internet.
Yeah.
We had enough people in our business, and it was like, damn, he's still talking about shit, but
So it
not
makes
telling
you
his
feel
shit.
like- yeah, it makes you
you
feel
know,
like
like
you have to
damn.
defend yourself
Everybody
against
likes
it.
to tell the part where they look great and you look super bad.
Yeah.
And it was just like, I don't usually do this. Like I said, my friends know about it. The people that's close to me, they know what's up. But I never get on internet and talk about my business.
Yeah.
At all.
You know what? I ain't gonna hold you. With Hoff 3 mother, because I got 3 sons by 3 different women. So my middle son mother, she was actually on this live. In the beginning, when we was going through mad drama, I would be on social media going ham.
And I
about
always
everything.
feel like
I
that shit
would do
goes
that.
left.
But then realizing that after the fact that doing that, you put so many people in your business
Yes.
that everybody has their own opinion.
They sprinkling like if it was
everybody
this was
thinks
the
they
real
know
story,
you.
by the time it get down there, it was like a whole fabricated story now.
Right. So with my relationship that I'm in now, it's so much drama outside the internet that I don't need to put it on the internet. It's like it's already there.
It's already there.
You know what
Like
I'm saying? So y'all know already. I got the Hoffs, my sons, and I manage them. They just retired. They don't want to rap no more. But everybody who's been around and been at the shows that we've been at, they've seen sometimes both the mothers was there, and there was some type of tension or some crazy energy or something going on there. So I ain't gotta say nothing about it. Like it's there. You see it. It's present. And a lot of people know how difficult it is for a man to have children by multiple women and keep them kids around and be around it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
me,
Every
it's
woman
obscene.
isn't on the same page. So I kind of understand where it is y'all going through because I got a domestic violence charge. Like I was
It was like I said,
you know what I'm
like in this situation, it was like, all right, sometimes he would do certain shit to me, but I was fighting back. So it was like we kind of just getting into it now as a couple. But it didn't make sense, like I said, because there was no title on it.
Right.
And then it was like I was moving as a girlfriend, but he was letting everybody, that's not my girl, that's not my girl.
So were you
But
dating other people too, or
at the moment, I wasn't.
were you seeing him and other? No,
I was just straight dating him for a while. Before I met him, I was dating other people.
So has that like kind of changed you? Like made you not
Hell
wanna date
yeah.
anybody in the industry
honestly,
and stuff?
yeah, I'm honestly say I'm not dating in the industry at all anymore. Any guys that's rappers, all of that, like, nah, I'm good.
So what kind of guy you want?
At the moment, I want a guy that's like emotionally into me. Far as I lost my mother.
They suck too sometimes. So
Yeah, but what I'm saying about that, and I don't want to cut you off, is that there's women out here. That's right, man. Perfect sound effects. But there's women out here that'll have a man that is emotionally into them, physically.
Yeah, I
sexually,
believe you. I've seen it.
And some women just can't deal.
Listen,
Maybe
I've
that
seen
guy's
it.
too soft for them.
I've
You know what I'm
seen
saying?
it.
Like
I've
that guy's
seen it.
loving them up, giving them
Shit,
foot
in my-
massages, everything.
for me, it was like, oh, this
world is
nigga
trying to
is
get
like,
back at me right now, and I don't know why.
How?
So I just feel like he's doing
dead.
things right
But
now
I'm
to
just,
get back at me.
but I'm saying,
stole
Stella,
it
you
at
my
you.
sis. We have nothing intimate going on at all. Why would I be saying that about you?
No, I'm playing with you right
No,
now.
I thought you was meaning about
No,
your
I
relationship.
thought you were talking
I thought you was
about-
about the relationship with you letting that guy come back and whip your ass and shit.
Oh, I thought you
Oh
were
shit.
talking about Jason. That's all.
Oh, I didn't see. I wasn't even bigging him up. See, I don't want to go into your dirt because you a juggler. You juggle them niggas. You know what I'm saying?
I don't juggle anything.
Yeah, I used to be a
juggle
juggler.
the
I
Stella
can't
Steph
front.
Show and all my events.
I was a juggler. I was dating because, like I said, I was with a guy for 13 years. We
Right.
kind of like grew up from high school, you know, to our 30s. And then when I broke that off, I was single for about 4 years.
So that guy that you was with, the high school sweetheart or whatever, was he treating you wrong?
That shit was like like cheating, like the whole relationship. But it was like
he
on
was fucking
some, we
around.
just together, fuck it.
That's the shit that I don't understand. Why get into a relationship with somebody if you know that that's the person? Like, if you know you want to go around and fuck other people, you know you want to be with this one, that one, the other one. Why?
Can I answer that as a man?
Why? Why
I
be
feel
in a
like-
relationship with somebody?
I feel like sometimes when you start, like, listen, and we know we keep it real 100 out here on the Stella Steph Show, right?
Yeah.
You fuck a chick 5 times, you all of a sudden not using condoms, let alone it being the first time. But if you real focused on, yo, I'm gonna protect myself, whatever. If you fuck a woman 5 times or more, you rolling over and you hitting it raw.
Okay.
So with that being said, women get fucked by guys 5 to 10 times, they automatically feel in a connection. So they automatically assuming that guy's theirs.
Yeah.
And that he shouldn't be out there doing nothing else because he's sleeping
Absolutely.
with them, spending time with them, going out to dinner with them, going to the movies with them all the time, doing a lot of stuff with them. There's a lot of women out there that feel that, oh, he's fucking me, so he's mine, he's with me. So when they find out that this dude got Shirley, Cindy, and Yolanda.
Wait. So if
Let's
you're
go Rocky Rider.
dating with somebody, you're going out to the movie, you're doing all of that stuff, you're sleeping with someone, you shouldn't assume that you're with that person. After
No.
all of that?
I mean, that's the part I was
No.
gonna say. Like, I didn't assume.
Okay.
I knew that we agreed.
But
Like, oh,
Rocky
he didn't want a
Rider,
relationship.
no.
Okay,
No,
cool.
no.
I agree to that.
I don't agree
However,
with that.
during it was like, now I'm his girl. It's seeming like how he's
Right.
acting, what he's
That's what you
saying,
should've said.
how he's moving.
So what are we?
What are we?
That's
Oh,
what you
I'm not
should've
ready.
said that.
I agree with
you
that.
know,
You should
What are
say that,
we?
yeah.
It was like, what are we?
Am I
Yes.
your girl?
What
You
are
my
we?
man?
Okay.
Are we
No,
exclusive?
we
Okay.
Because you can't
Alright,
just
alright.
assume
We need to
that.
build.
Alright.
And
So
that's
getting
why I
past
act like a
that.
nigga now.
So-
Yeah,
Okay.
it's sad to say.
So getting past that.
It's
so,
sad to
So
say.
you say, what are we now? And they say, okay, so we're exclusive. So why the
That's why I
cheating
act
after
like a nigga
that?
now.
Well, you know
So-
what? I ain't even gonna hold you. And I'm gonna just throw this out there.
Okay.
You're really not cheating until you're married.
Yeah, pretty much. Facts. That's
Let's
a whole
keep it
fact.
100.
I mean,
Let's
now that I
keep it
look
100.
back on it, that kid relationship, it
Yeah.
was like, come on, we wasn't gonna be.
Let's keep it 100.
We
But
wasn't gonna be faithful to each
Right.
other. You know, it probably would have made it. It's not like our parents back in the days.
listen,
My
y'all
mother's
was in
story
high
was like
school
that.
fucking
Yeah.
around,
She met my
getting y'all
dad at a
jollies
young
off.
age. They got
That nigga was
married.
gonna
They
fuck
grew
a lot of
together.
chicks.
So it was like
Period.
I didn't see it, but you know, looking back on it now, at the
Yeah.
moment, it was like, yo, he. I knew I was his girl. It was already known.
Did
He
he
was
say you was his girl?
say I was his girl. I was on social media. He was posting me. We was going on
Okay.
dates. The hood
Okay.
knew. Everybody
So
around us.
y'all were Instagram.
Not Instagram.
official?
I'm not
They
gonna
was high
lie.
school sweethearts. Stella.
We was
They
kind of
were.
like,
Okay.
you know, our relationship went into media. And I would say when media came, that's when things kind of
Okay.
went like a little different.
But y'all also got to understand this too, on your behalf, that y'all was high school sweethearts. So
Yeah.
he really was gonna explore regardless.
Yeah.
As
I
a
mean,
young
looking back on
man,
it now, at the
of
moment
course
when you
he's gonna
going through it, it
fuck
was like,
and
this
do
nigga
whatever.
ain't
So
I'm
shit.
for
sorry,
you
I
to
hate
think-
that all
for
the
you-
men are like, preach world.
How the fuck do you expect a young man that got enough sperm to fertilize all the women in the world to just stay with you straight out of high school
I mean,
and not want to try nothing else?
why can't you just be with one woman and fertilize her?
Well, all right. At that
Why can't we
moment,
try everything with that
of
woman?
course, what everybody wants. Let's be honest. I say this to the men all the time too. If you digging a chick and she's with you, it's kind of like sleep with somebody else.
I want to die.
Yeah, like you should.
You know, like,
you should
I want to get
say it.
to Rocky
Exactly.
Rider
It go
because
both
she,
ways.
she's
but-
sounding crazy right
Yeah,
now.
Rocky
No,
Rider,
look.
Rocky Rider, like,
But she's
give me a
right
take
though.
on
Look.
this.
You shouldn't say to someone that you're exclusive with them if you don't
Unless you're
intend
not,
that.
exactly.
No, hold on. And I'm gonna respond to that because guys cheat. Y'all call us dogs all day. I don't give a fuck if you love the guy so much. you'll still be with your homegirls at the bar. Oh, these dogs, these men, they do this, they do that. So why would you be so surprised when your man, that he told you, I'm your man?
Yeah.
That, because the temptation
But they hate
is,
that shit now.
But
I'm
the
so real and
temptation
say that
is
shit.
real.
Faith in him.
It's mad women out here to every man. Like, it's more daughters born than boys. And then you got mad niggas going to jail, mad niggas getting killed, mad niggas being gay. It's a slim pickings out there. So it's like so many.
But the women have
pickings
hella
for me.
options too.
It's so many
not slim
women
pickings for
out
me.
here.
That's hella options out here.
There's so many women out here, and everything on Instagram and YouTube and YouPorn and Pornhub. Like, niggas be horny. Real talk, niggas be horny. Like,
Candid.
listen, we can't help. Listen, if we were born as men and we have the real testosterone, not the sweet shit that the little, you know, the gay guys or whatever. When you 100% straight man, you have that testosterone, and you gonna look, even when you out with your woman that you love so much, and she got the fatty and the pretty fucking titties, feet, everything, you still gonna look at women that walk past you that's sexy, because it's just the DNA.
So what
of
about
us
for those
men.
it's
men?
nothing
What
wrong.
about for those men who have 3 different girls pregnant at the same time, and they telling all those 3 women that they love them and they're in a relationship with them and they're engaged to them and they're gonna marry that one, and
That's crazy.
really
See,
they
kinda-
have no
That's fucking
intention
crazy.
of being with
But hold
any
on,
of them.
I'm gonna defend you on that.
Yes, I do.
Nah, that's
Stella,
fucking
I'm gonna
crazy.
defend you on that one. Like, look, real talk, that's some sucker shit, because, and I believe you, yo, men can be in love with more than one woman, because it's mad.
Yes.
Dudes have.
I believe people can be in love with more than one person at one
Both,
time.
exactly.
I believe that.
But for
I
you to
believe
tell
that.
a woman, oh, I'm gonna marry you, when you know you
when
really
you know
want to be
damn
with
well
this
you're
other
not,
chick,
Yeah, it's
that's
fucked
wrong.
up.
That's
wrong.
wrong. That's absolutely
wrong. And
wrong.
that is what I'm talking
and
about.
this is the reason why I'm in so much trouble, is because I be honest so much.
Yeah, honest.
And I try to tell them,
Honestly.
y'all, and I try to tell them, like, yo, y'all all my women.
Wow.
They don't like that shit.
Well, of course.
They
Well,
don't like
see,
that
I tried
shit
to be
at all.
honest and shit, and then it was like, well, if you dating, then I don't want to fuck with you. And I'm like, but that's not fair. Like, we not exclusive, so what does it matter? May the
Yeah.
best nigga win.
But
And
if
then it
if you
was
tell
kinda
him-
like-
if you tell him, yo, I'm not feeling that. If you don't want to be with me, I'm not being with you, and I'm gonna do me. He gotta understand that. He can't be mad at you.
But it was like that. It was like he's mad now, but then it's later on now he's dating. So I'm like, okay, so
Yeah.
it was
So-
just like the shit was just weird fucking vibes. The
Yeah.
whole shit was just
Yeah.
super weird. And then like I said, the whole media thing is like I don't like getting people in my business. And it was like this guy was saying little things under his statuses and
See, I
you know,
don't even
posting
pay
little
I don't
shit.
pay attention. That's why I don't look at people's
Speaking
faces.
to people that I guess he believed wouldn't tell me certain shit. People talk, you know, like got
yo, it's
some of
people on my live talking about it's hard to love people more than one person at a time. That's a lie.
No, it's
Nah,
not.
it's really
That's a lie.
not.
No, it's
You can
not.
love,
No,
you
it's
can love
not.
more
It's
than
really
one person.
not.
Just like you have multiple children and you can love all of them
Yeah,
unconditionally, you can love more than one woman, and women can love more
I
than
can
one
love
man.
lots of people at
unconditionally.
once.
I'm
Yeah,
telling
I
you.
mean, because when I was
A woman that nobody want anyway, or who want a man that nobody wants, like that shit is something weird.
Yeah.
When nobody want her.
But see, those are the Poindexter nerdy dudes that girls be looking at as, he's not my type. When that man could probably be the one to make you a wife,
I
give
believe
you a
it.
home, set you up forever,
I
but you
believe
don't
it.
want him because he's not my type. What's not your type?
I
Because
believe-
he
I
not
mean,
the
at
street
this
dude,
point-
he don't got the six-pack, he ain't got the muscles, or he ain't got the popularity, or he don't got the fly Jordans.
I don't care about none of that shit. I
But
care
I'm
about
just
how you
saying,
treat
a lot
me.
of women love that bullshit that make them not fall for that nerdy guy or that,
maybe
you know what I'm saying,
his
that
dick is
Poindexter
whack.
guy
I don't know.
You
that
gotta
would have
grow out
treated
of
them like
that.
the queen they claim they want.
gotta
They
grow
want
out
to
of
be
that.
treated like, chicks always say, I want my king, I want my king. But the kings you looking for is not kings, they're gestures.
Those are the ones
yeah,
that are
preach,
like,
Look at the
interact.
gestures.
preach.
Those are the ones.
Because like I said, I had that.
You looking
It
for
was he
justice.
dressed well. You know, I had to dress well, guy and all that, but them niggas treat you like shit.
Right.
So it didn't matter to me. Some of that nigga shit, let's be honest, ain't real.
No, it's not.
It's fake chains running around. It's fake this, fake that.
Right.
So some of that shit ain't real, especially when you're
fake
still living in the hood.
personalities,
Fake
period.
personalities
Yeah.
online. Like
Yeah.
we really have media now that you can be somebody online, and then behind that,
Yeah.
you a whole different person.
Yep.
Right.
I've seen it.
There's people that take pictures in big houses. That's an Airbnb that they rented for a couple of hours.
It's people
Yo,
that
you know, I
post
just-
And they
cars
look at-
like.
they
Yo, I
look
just
at my
found
bed,
out. I
look
just
at my
found out.
kitchen.
I just
Like,
found out just recently that a lot of those fucking MTV cribs, they wasn't
fake.
even.
No,
It wasn't
they're
even
not.
their crib.
They were renting them out.
They were
for the
renting
night.
them out.
Yes.
Fuck in the
Who
hell
was that?
could y'all have got away
3LW.
with
They
that
was
shit?
saying
Yeah.
that.
Them, but
Yeah.
it was a lot.
It was a lot of them,
Redman
though.
said when he did his house and it was so like a regular house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That wasn't
They
really
wanted to give him another fake house that made him look real luxurious.
Yeah, he
he
said
was
it
like,
on the
nah,
show.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
live
he
in
kept
this
it
house.
real.
This is one of my properties.
It's
right here.
the
I'm
fake
doing
it to make it thing. You know, people
Y'all-
get online
y'all-
and be this
should we bring that up?
person.
Because she just said that fake it to make it shit.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
We-
And
yo,
I
ain't
wrote
gonna
that
front.
recently under one of my pictures.
Yo, we
Like
just
in this
gotta, like,
industry, you got to be fake to make it.
We just got a link from what was the thing called? Hey.
Say it, Stella.
Say it, Stella.
Stella, say the link. Say
I
the
said I
place.
didn't want to do this today.
Say the link, Stella.
Say the
Come
link,
on, it's a Stella show. Come on, give me
Say the
some
link,
info.
Stella. Come on, let's go. Stella.
Give me juice. Let's go.
Stella. So
Yo,
I'm the one that said
my heart's is going up right now.
Stella.
Give
I'm
us
the
the
one that says
juice.
Hey, yo, I just got a link
So
from
y'all check out Boom Bap Nation because
Boom
World
Bap
just got a
Nation.
link.
Yo.
Bab Nation.
All right, I'm going to talk about it because I know Nimrod. That's my guy.
Yeah.
I just got a link
long as
from
it's not-
Boom Bap
Oh
Nation.
shit. She said Nimrod.
I just got a link from Boom Bap Nation, and they said that this nigga Nimrod is a fraud on everything. Like I don't know who told the story. It seemed
Not
like,
Mr. 60,000.
It seemed like the guy that was up here, King Flo, that probably like, gave him that story.
No, I don't think it's King Flo.
You don't think it was him?
No, don't think it's
It
King
came
Flo.
from somewhere, but I'm glad that you
Stella
segued-
knows who it is.
I'm
Look at
glad you
Stella's
segued
face.
into
Stella,
it.
we
because-
go fly,
Yo,
girl.
the whole fake it till you make it thing. This is what this whole article was about.
Yeah, I'm
It
over
was
it.
about-
I'm over it. I could blast 1,000,000 people right now, but you know I'm gonna be tasteful because my PR says she'll clean it up for me.
Fuck that tasteful shit.
But it's a lot of them that you know my experience. Like I
Stella,
said,
don't
I've
create
been in
more
the
work for
game.
me, okay?
I've been in the game. I would say 9 years. Started off as a party promoter, then got into eye candy modeling. It starts right there.
Yeah.
Do you
Photographers,
get any flack?
They
and
want to fuck
feed-
you to get in
Do
magazines.
you get any flack and feedback because you be wearing lingerie and stuff and showing your
Yeah,
body?
I get it from men and women.
yeah, me too. I be
You
getting
look
called
good in
all
that
different
lingerie,
things.
by the way.
Like,
Thank you,
I
thank
love
you.
it.
I get it from men and women. Like I say, when I first started, I'm from the hood, so it was kind of like, oh, she's selling pussy now and doing this, and it was
Don't you
like,
hate that? Don't
but you know,
hate
your
that?
hood is not used to you growing
Yeah.
into something
Yeah.
different. They used to me being a 9 to 5 girl. I'm working. I wasn't in lingerie or magazines, so it was like something new. So I'm a hoe now. And it was just like, all right, whatever. I'm a pay hoe, okay? I'm in mags. At least if I'm going to do it, I want to be in a mag.
Right.
A lot of girls just post, you know, sexual pictures just to pose.
Or some girls just stripping strip clubs
Yeah,
thinking that they
no.
off the radar and nobody know
Yeah,
about
no,
them,
we be
you know what I'm
knowing
saying?
because I tap into
Yeah.
the strippers now, so I be knowing. Yes, but do your thing, girl. Do your thing.
Do what you do,
We
mama.
get some money
Believe it-
together. Hit me
believe
up,
it or
Pretty
not,
Montana.
We love strippers. Like
I love
yeah,
strippers.
I love the
Yes.
strippers.
I love strippers
Yeah,
'cause I learned so
strippers.
much from them,
Shit,
to
Cardi
be
B's
honest.
the number one stripper in the world.
Shit,
she
they
made
be,
every stripper
they be
wanna
having
be a fucking
relationships for
rapper.
like 6 years, bro. Like what?
Cardi B's the biggest hoe.
They
in the
probably could
world,
teach you some tips on how to keep a
Yeah.
nigga because they be in relationships.
And the whole
believe it or
and,
not.
even
and
Cardi
they be
Get married. Yo, get
And they be getting
married.
married. And
So,
it be the bougie bitches that be like, and you married that hoe. That hoe knew what to do.
That hoe knew what to do.
That
She
hoe
know how
knew
to
what
shut
do.
up or move
You better
however it
take
was.
some fucking pointers and stop trying to act like you so bougie.
So I want to ask Rocky
That hoe
Ryder,
knew how to get that
Rocky, because you've been sitting there quiet for a second.
And I might stay quiet.
As a female who you're a singer songwriter, you do R&B music,
That
you
light
know.
is killing my love.
Do you find it hard to be in a relationship?
Yeah,
Do
that's
you
right.
find it hard
artists,
to
we love the
find a
strippers.
man that's do you look for men in the industry or outside?
Well, I think the hard part of it is like trying to do business and like you said, like the trade-offs, like you could only get this if sometimes it's not straightforward, but it's like insinuated, like okay, I'm giving you this opportunity, and then they ask for more and insinuate that they want more or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that's the hard part because I don't think with relationships, whether it's in the industry or out the industry, I think it's the personality. I don't think it's like, for me, the industry doesn't have anything to do with it.
Okay.
So hold up, you're a singer, you're an artist because we playing your music. So far, only your music has been played.
Yeah.
Here. So you be in the industry, right? And you go into shows, you go in to try to get in studios, you try to get your video played on places and different things of that sort.
Yeah.
Do guys try to take advantage of you?
I've had to become strictly independent. I do everything myself. I
Good.
produce myself. I have to do everything myself because everything I've ever tried to do until now, once you do stuff yourself, then people would try to help you without strings attached.
Right.
But before, like when I was trying to
When
start,
you need help from somebody,
when you
they
actually really
They
need
make you
it.
feel like, oh, I'll help you. But
Yeah.
They could be like,
help
oh,
me.
they be like, you gonna pay with that ass?
Yeah,
help me out a little
Like
bit.
modeling
That's-
for me, I would definitely say that. A lot
But-
of mags I couldn't do because guys wanted to holler at me,
Yeah.
and then it was like, nah.
And
it's
they
like,
put you down too. Like
Yeah.
you can't make it unless you
exactly. I've had some.
But a lot of
stories.
girls is actually using their attributes
A lot of girls do it.
to get where they need to be.
Absolutely, I seen it. I work with strippers, so I
course.
know
You
know how
know
the game goes.
firsthand.
However,
So how could you be mad that guys want the pussy from doing favors when girls is out there giving sexual favors?
I
to
can't get mad.
not
I can
even
only
mad
I could
at it,
just say
honestly.
it's like we saying all men ain't shit. That's
their
not true.
preference. That's their preference. That's the
That's
way
not
they
true
choose to
though. I
move
can
and
honestly
stuff.
say like, nah, that's not true. We need to stop saying that. It's the same way with the female situation. Not all women are the same neither.
Okay, so let me say this, right? I had a situation where this guy wanted to be my manager. He tried to control my whole entire life. He literally tried to see.
I believe
if,
it.
If someone wants to like say, okay, you do this favor, whatever, and a woman decides to do that, that's on her. I'm not judging whatever.
Yeah.
But if I'm talking about the guys who try to literally control
Yeah,
you,
no.
The
like,
situation, yeah.
and literally try to control your career, control what you put
Absolutely.
out, what you say, like how
Absolutely.
you dress. That,
But
like,
who has
there's
that
a lot
control?
of-
Because even if a guy manages you, he's still working for you.
It's
And
a
that's
lo-
why it's hard for me to work
it's-
with other
It's the
people,
truth,
too.
but
Don't
you
you
have
got a
to know
manager now?
that yourself.
I do,
though.
and he does not control what I do.
Yeah.
He
You have
does
to know
not
that
control
yourself, 'cause
what
they
I
would
do.
try to make it. They would switch the dynamic. Like they would introduce you, like, yeah, I'm her manager, but behind closed doors, they're like pulling the strings, like
Yeah.
in a different type of
I
way.
absolutely believe that. Different
Mike
shows,
Mizzle's in the
different folks.
house. We got some male.
More male
Miss.
testosterone.
Mil-
in the
yeah.
I mean,
I
Rama
forgot
holds it
what-
all the
I
way
was
down.
about
It's
to
like
say
18
male
people.
estrogen.
with
I was about to say male estrogen. Testosterone. We got some testosterone up in here. Mike Mizzle from the Goats just walked in. So, I mean, I understand what you're saying because I've been through it for a very long time.
Yeah.
Trying to work with people and trying to develop working relationships with people, especially men. And the first thing they try to do is they want to hit on you and they want like fuck the work when me and you gonna hang out and do this and that. And you're like, yeah, we'll hang out at this event after we sign these artists and do. And they're like, no, let's just have a nightcap.
Yeah.
But see,
know
that's
what I
the
mean?
problem. See, I understand where y'all coming from because it happens so often.
Yeah,
Right?
too
but
often.
I have a problem with that because there's so many women out here that's using that to get to the next level.
Yeah, I
So
believe
then now
it.
there's women out here talking about, oh, white guys always want to come on and they always want something before we can do business. But then there's girls out there that's just using guys that's in the industry to get to the next level.
But it makes it sucky for the girls that's not.
Yeah.
That's just
me
like
and-
saying, oh, all cops not bad.
Yeah, it just
Shout
it
out
makes
to the
it sucky for the ones that's
1,000
not,
people that got
especially
killed
when you
wrongly.
self-made.
Artist Up just said men respect her in this industry. Only one person has ever tried. So I understand that men respect you in this industry, but there are a lot of women that there's a lot of women who experience the bullshit from men in the industry because of the way they look, the way they dress, the pictures they choose to take because that is what's necessary for them at the time, you know, because that you haven't experienced it with many people doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. So
Or it doesn't mean that just because it happens to someone is because the woman's not respectable.
yeah, absolutely. So, has it affected any work that you've done?
It's the fact, because it puts you back because you can't. It closes doors for you. You know what I mean? And then like not only does it close the doors for you, but it closes doors for the people who know that person. You know what I mean? And the industry is all about who you know. So
That's why it
once-
sucks to date in it.
And the industry's actually smaller than you think. It's actually smaller than you
I'm
think.
realizing
yeah.
that too.
The people that's really out there doing something and a tastemaker and can make shit happen is far and few. So of course you're gonna link around the same people and stuff like that. So you're gonna definitely know when somebody's like, for instance, with this whole situation we just was talking about. I don't want to go into their names again like that, but within this independent cipher is so many people, 6 degrees of separation.
Oh, yeah.
That dealt
Yeah.
with that situation.
Yeah.
That understand it. So now that there's blogs out there about
Absolutely.
this person, there's a lot of
Everybody-
people out there that could attest to it and
Hell
say,
yeah. When you said it, I
dealt
was like,
with him,
what?
I feel like we cracked it
Because
open.
I feel that already.
I feel like we cracked it open, and then now
we
everybody's
kinda-
Yeah,
talking
it needs
about
to be
it.
exposed a little bit more. Like,
So-
I'm not cool with the whole fake it to make it. I'm cool with the hustling hard, grinding to the top. We gonna make it. You know, those terms. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, but I've been grinding to the top for 30 years. Everybody is not as patient as me and could.
It
make
wasn't your
money
time yet.
Hold on. You're not getting what I'm saying. I've always been getting money. Since I was a little kid, homeless and struggling and all
If
that.
you hustle, you gonna
as
get
I
it.
became older, I knew I gotta get out here and grind and get this money. I don't want to be broke and not have what I want.
Of
live in
course.
a shelter and all of that. So I've always grinded to get money. So when I got into the music business and loved it and grew up with it, I've always was able to fund my own shit and make my little money back off of it. But if it wasn't enough to keep me sustained, I was able to still sustain myself and make sure I was able to live. Some niggas ain't like that.
Nope.
Some niggas want to get on so
bad they'll
Right.
cross
they'll do
their
anything.
right hands.
That's
They'll leave
it right
their
there.
state where they're comfortable to go to another
Right.
city
Absolutely.
and do whatever
Whatever
they need
it
to
takes.
get it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that goes
That's
back
it. That's
on
what
to
it
women
is right
fucking
there.
niggas knowing that
That's
they
what
ain't
it
gonna-
is. 'Cause
Yeah,
they're
you-
or any
desperate.
little thing
Yeah.
they see somebody
On point.
possibly doing something, they fucking them, and then when it
Yeah.
You
don't
on
go
point
right,
with
they
it.
want to complain about it, like, oh, he fucked me, and he didn't do what he said. Well, you came out here with your.
But let's
intent
speak
of
on.
doing
I'm be
whatever you
honest. You saying women now, but nobody never
Men
speaks
do
on
it
the
too.
men.
Well, look,
Come on,
in
Charlie,
the same
you better
Men
show.
hold on.
want
In
the money, men to
in the
sleep with
same
women,
thing that we was
use
talking about
them.
in that article, it
Yeah.
said that this person was sleeping with
Yeah.
trannies
Yeah.
and other women and stuff like that.
I
to
don't
make
like I
it
said, I
so-
don't want to be telling everybody business out here.
Fuck,
But
it's out there. What the fuck?
I'm being 100
That
with
shit
you.
is out
I've
there.
experienced some shit, like I said, dating. And it was like, is he really into me or is he using my connects?
Yeah.
And then when he got my
It
connects,
makes you unsure.
he wasn't throwing shit on the table for me at all.
Yeah.
And we all gonna play the
'Cause he already
business
got-
game to
he
give
already
and
got
take.
what he wanted
I
out of
believe
it.
we all gonna be used.
Yeah, I
But
agree with
Yeah,
that.
I
you
need
can't be
you to
used,
be
you useless.
useless. You need to be useless to me, like too.
Useful to you.
Useful to me
Yeah.
too.
Right.
Sorry. You need like after a while it's like a take, and it's like where the fuck is the giving?
Yeah.
And even if you know, a lot of us go with that mentality. Oh, I don't need nothing from nobody, and
Right.
you're not gonna make it.
Yeah, you outgrow that.
I'm gonna
too,
tell you
because-
right now, and I'm not.
Everybody
I'm-
needs somebody.
And no, all respect.
Everybody
No
needs
disrespect.
somebody.
All respect. No disrespect. I think the dudes out there that only mooching off of a woman.
Mooching.
I think that y'all should have had
A support group. Fuck Mike's.
not a support group. Y'all should have been more hip to
So you're gonna
that.
say fuck
Yeah.
Mike's?
Don't get
Because see,
interested.
women, we get fooled by your sexual attributes, your
yeah.
body.
You
and then we
absolutely right
fuck
right
around,
now.
get you pregnant, and then you live off of us for 18, 24
Yeah.
years.
Or it can
Right?
go vice versa.
What?
No, but what I'm
What?
saying is this:
Not all women.
When men use women, I think y'all see it from the beginning. Y'all just want to try to either fix a
No,
nigga.
we don't see it from the beginning.
No, sometimes we buy
Let-
dreams.
wait.
No, we
I mean,
don't.
I'm not trying to be like the bad guy, jump on the bro
I don't
side.
see it from the
But
beginning.
I'm gonna jump on the bro side real quick, and I'm gonna come back to y'all.
I didn't
You
see
do
it from
see
the
it,
beginning.
but
No.
potential. That's the word.
Yeah.
He will potentially see my hard work, me doing stuff for him, and he gonna do it too.
Right.
Everything's a process. So when you meeting a person, y'all new to each other, y'all learning one another. So it's like, oh, he don't do this for women. Oh, I don't trick on women. Because I was like, this guy I was dating, oh, I don't trick on women. But eventually it was all right. He found himself buying me food, sending me cash apps, bringing me flowers. You know, you
if
give a
love
person
somebody
potential.
And you having sex with them, and y'all being intimate,
And especially
of course
if that
you wanna give
person,
them whatever they want.
if that person is doing it for you,
Yeah.
you might not have never got that with the women you dated, so you don't know how to take that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, this bitch flying me out. Oh
Yeah.
shit, I ain't never had this,
Mm-hmm.
and you might just fuck it up because you get it and you don't know what to do with it.
Right.
And
And you
sometimes
start
people
taking
not
that
willing
for
to put
granted.
that work in,
Right.
and that's when shit just goes super left. Media now, everybody's in our business.
So hold on.
Shit goes
You flying niggas out?
Right.
I have flew.
Oh my lord! I need your number after this.
See, no, I never flew niggas out, but I had somebody that flew out from
Yeah, I've had both. I've had a guy that flew me out.
Shade 45,
and
you
I
know who
flew
you are.
a guy out a couple of times. But like I said, some point down the line is like, where's the reciprocation? That's you
But see,
starting to
those
feel
are the dudes,
used.
those are the dudes that you dealing with because if you
It must
if you
be.
can afford to fly a nigga out, buy him dinner, do specific shit like that for him, and he can't reciprocate that back, then you just dealing with a bum ass nigga that you.
Yeah.
just-
At this
No,
point,
he can,
Probably-
he
can reciprocate it because he
just
does it for
doesn't want
himself.
to.
He's just not
then
doing
he's just
it.
not respecting you at all.
Exactly, and
So
that's
then
why I'm not with
your
that
bad for dealing
nigga.
with that kind of guy like that.
Not at that moment, like I said, we only did a year. We ain't go past none of that.
Okay,
Because it was like you start seeing shit, he doing this, it's not working, we arguing, and it's like, hold up, what are we even doing? Like, this too much. Like, you stay over there, I'm gonna stay over here. But what we not gonna do is talk about this motherfucker. Leave it in the dirt, bury it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because it can go left. And when you in entertainment, like
And
you
you
said,
don't want that shit to happen.
certain people, like I'm strong in what I do. I don't give a fuck if 20 of y'all wasn't fucking with me. I still got so many others that fuck with me
Right.
that it don't matter.
We were just talking about that this
It don't
morning.
matter who you are. Like you could be the biggest name out here. If niggas fuck with me, they fuck with me.
Yeah.
Because the worth ethic gonna speak for itself.
Right.
It's like, yo, she work. Every time I do an event with her, we
She
get
does
money.
what she gotta
do what she
do.
gotta do. Montana's on the promo. She's this, she's that. So it's like, if they talking about me, it's because they fucked up with me. I guaranteed you.
Right. If
She
they
been
talking
on the
about you
Stella Steph show
wrongfully.
twice.
Wrongfully, I
Right.
guaranteed you they fucked up with me because I'm not that person.
Right.
Unless you did something that made me that person.
Yeah.
And that happened to be, like I said, dating in the industry for me was kind of corny because, you know, and his team eyes, like you said, the people that fuck with him, oh, he was right. You know, he was a good person. He ain't like that. He not. Everybody plays four sides. Y'all know that? Like you get this side.
Break that down.
I'm gonna break it down like this.
Your side, his
You're
side,
right.
their
For,
side,
for
the
example,
truth, and then
right?
the truth.
Yeah, y'all got the bro sis connection. You get that side. He gives another side to his wife. He gives another side to his baby mother. He gives another side to his mother.
And then there's the truth of
And
what
then
it
there's
really
the truth of
is.
who he really is when he's by himself.
And I totally
So
respect
there's
that,
four
but I think
sides.
me, I'm giving everything.
Yeah,
Everybody
we all
gets
different.
everything.
I'm not knocking it, but
No, everybody
a lot
gets
of
the
people
same
get
me.
different sides of you, especially in
the
industry,
upside thing.
because that's the fake it to
She
make
knows
it
she a
part.
Taurus.
This the fake it to make it part.
Everybody get the same me. Either you gonna fuck with me the way it is, or you ain't.
Yeah, everybody gets
That's it.
this the fake it to make it part. Because online, you're a good guy. You believe in this. You sending people good morning. How you doing? How's your, you doing the right thing.
Not everybody could be like
And
that,
not everybody
though.
not everybody
could
gets
be
that
like
side
that.
of you.
What up,
And then it's
baby,
another
super?
side of you that people might not see, which is with your mate. Whole different person.
Yep.
Whole different person.
Well, I want to get into another Rocky Rider song, and then we're gonna go into the GOATs Uno, and then we'll come back to our conversation. This is a great conversation we're having today. I love when we have topics like this.
Okay, so we did stilettos and we did fire burn. So I think we're gonna go into energy.
Energy.
Let's go. Y'all already know what it is. This is Stella Steph Show, Groundhog TV, S.STREET Media. We already in the building. We here. We got our three lovely ladies in here. Taurus is in the building too.
Yes.
Shout out all the stuff that been in here. Shout out Foxy D, everybody that's on the lives, everybody that tuned in. Yo, we gonna go into this record and we'll be right back. You already know what it is.
Yes, we will.
I don't wanna fight it, I wanna feel away, I wanna feel it now. Luckily I'm grinding, feet on the ground, head in the clouds. 6 o'clock news if they mention my dude. 4, 5 hitters if they mess with my crew. Yeah, I admit he's a little bit rude. I just want the energy true. No cap, if I go back to the first time that I thought that you would be mine, I was more sad. You said the chains from my past won't hold us down like I'm a star, no. Promise walks on the promenade, so I'll take steps towards that goal. I'm intrigued by the fact you know what I like. Proofread, double check when you read my mind. Never had that in my whole life. Your way with words speaks to my soul. Gift of gap, but can't tell me no. With your master plan, I hope I master my patience, so I'll match your pace while we take it slow, though. I don't wanna fight it, I wanna feel away, I wanna feel it now. Luckily I'm grinding, feet on the ground, head in the clouds. 6 o'clock news if they mention my dude. 4, 5 hitters if they mess with my crew. Yeah, I admit he's a little bit rude. I just want the energy true. Keep it raw, cause you know that's the type of vibes I adore. Told a hater I was dating his boss. Tricks up my sleeve when they're under my skin. Melt from the shine of my melanin. Black and proud and going in. They watch us like a show they binge. Netflix, net worth are not the same thing. And we know to keep it low. They only see what we choose to show. Listen in the comments is amusing though. Inside jokes, good lyrics and the moon. You know me and I know you. Sometimes it's rough, sometimes it's smooth. Pinky in the brain, something like a cartoon. But we're taking over the world real soon. Cause I don't wanna fight it, I wanna feel away, I wanna feel it now. Luckily I'm grinding, feet on the ground, head in the clouds. 6 o'clock news if they mention my dude. 4, 5 hitters if they mess with my crew. Yeah, I admit he's a little bit rude. I just want the energy true. It was a crazy tale about a girl and a male, never mind the silly rumors. They were both inclined to always cross the line with the same twisted sense of humor. So he set out on a mission with a goal, and it's him into the dark realms of the hood to get the girl and the glory. But I'll never tell the story, it can never be understood. But if you know, you know. What I can say is that our haters look a mess now. Like curry, they get stale cause they're left out. But we're a balanced pH like an F sound. I count to 3 and he's shooting like Steph now. Don't worry kids, I'm not talking about violence. I'm talking whining, dining, violence, shooting his shot, sliding in my DMs. Keep it on the low when we talk about them kind of things. 6 o'clock news if they mention my dude. 4-5 hitters if they mess with my crew. Yeah, admit he's a little bit rude. I just want the energy true. 6 o'clock news if they mention my dude. 4-5 hitters if they mess with my crew. Yeah, admit he's a little bit rude. I just want the energy true.
Are you bored at work? Do you have no life? Do you got no job? Do you want to do something on the weekends, Mondays to Fridays? Well, come on down to the Gohan and Piccolo studio and play 7 cards, 1 table, 15 people, competition respectfully, even though I will smoke each and every one of you. Well, let me ask you this simple question. Who's playing Uno? 7 cards on deck, who's playing Uno? Skip, 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 Uno. Red card, green card, Uno. Who's playing Uno? So Juno, Uno. Draw 2, draw 4, Uno. Reverse, spinning, Uno. Wild card on deck, who's playing Uno? Who's playing Uno? So Juno.
Uno. Skip you, move on to the next. Make sure you grown. Finna realize one day I'm the best for you, for you. Pick up the card, then vanish. Look, that's what the code we drifting. We live, been feeling alive. Wonder what God, man, he most high. She down to ride, look like a dime. Make of a verse, she miss my vibe. Music is so when I'm making so horny, I'll never get sinful. Was into the drugs and the money, but I know the spirit still love me. Uno, draw 4, get up out my door. Let me hear you roar.
Who's playing Uno? 7 cards on deck, who's playing Uno? Skip, 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 Uno. Red card, green card, Uno. Who's playing Uno? So Juno, Uno. Draw 2, draw 4, Uno. Reverse, spinning, Uno. Wild card on deck, who's playing Uno? Who's playing Uno? So Juno.
Walk on left, walk on set. Draw 4, now we got a set. We ain't friends, we ain't family, yeah, I'm aim for your neck. Your turn, reverse, skip that, bet you that hurt. Stack 'em up, ha, my Uno's next turn. Oh no, they be lurking, catch me slipping, it ain't working. Asking what colors I'm repping, thinking next color I'm setting. Take a chance cause I'm betting, all on me, I'm about to get it. Uno out, wait.
Who's playing Uno? 7 cards on deck, who's playing Uno? Skip, 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 Uno. Red card, green card, Uno. Who's playing Uno? So Juno, Uno. Draw 2, draw 4, Uno. Reverse, spinning, Uno. Wild card on deck, who's playing Uno? Who's playing Uno? So Juno. 7 cards on deck, we at the table. Blue card, yellow card, who at the table? It's about to go down. Cards ready, oh wow. Pick up right now. Ain't it looking like how? 4 cards on deck, do you want to make a bet? 3 cards on deck, we the ghost SCF. 2 to go, so Juno. Ready, set, go. Who's playing Uno? 7 cards on deck, who's playing Uno? Skip, 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 Uno. Red card, green card, Uno. Who's playing Uno? So Juno, Uno. Draw 2, draw 4, Uno. Reverse, spinning, Uno. Wild card on deck, who's playing Uno? Who's playing Uno? So Juno.
Reversing the game, it ain't your turn. Take a seat, it's worth the wait. I open the storage, look at the enormous, get out, you wasting the space. Moving like Cha-Cha, call me Big Papa, recognize I'm number 1. Life of my enemies, y'all are embarrassing, y'all keep on jumping the gun. Grinding,
vibing. Don't bring your shorty, I'll slide it. Daniel, Brian, she's screaming, yes, she crying. Shuffle the deck, I walk with the cards. Numero uno from the start. 2 more mistakes, I'll rip you apart. 2 more mistakes, I'll rip you apart.
Uno? 7 cards on deck, who play Uno? Skip, 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 Uno. Red card, green card, Uno. Who play Uno? So Juno, Uno. Draw 2, draw 4, Uno. Reverse, spinning, Uno. Wild card on deck, who play Uno? Who play Uno? So Juno.
And we back. So before we get back to the conversation and the show, just want to remind you guys that December 29th is the Stella Stars mini concert in Yonkers.
Yep.
So, we got, the Stella Stars will be there. We also got a lot of great new artists that are coming out to perform.
It's going to be stupid in there.
Yes, it is.
You putting on for Yonkers, Stella. I may say that I really feel proud. Because I ain't gonna front. Since the Locks destroyed Dipset on Versus, and Versus became so big, like, Yonkers is really clicking right now. Like, people's paying attention to Yonkers.
That's what's
so
up.
For me to have a co-host you're not from Yonkers.
Not from Yonkers, I'm from the Bronx.
But you rep Yonkers.
Yeah.
You do.
I mean,
she's putting on for her town out there.
That's dope.
So for us to go and do a big Stella Stars mini concert out there, I'm excited.
Red carpet event.
I'm excited.
Dressed to
It's
impress.
like 15 minutes from my house.
Yeah, okay, so you're going to be there then.
Better be there.
Right,
More
Taurus
likely we pop out. Stella.
29th.
We got love for you.
I mean, we got models serving drinks and stuff, and
Yeah.
we got red carpet and media,
What's gonna be
and
some-
we
oh my
got
Lord, it's a movie
it's
out
gonna
there.
be great. We got Epiphany Jamila, who's also helping us.
Shout out
host,
Jamila.
and
You be looking real good in your pictures, girl.
the winners are getting a sit down with some label execs.
It's the wave Yonkers all day, he said.
That sounds dope.
Yeah,
Y'all looking for more artists?
We can fit 4 more artists. That's all we can
send
fit in
some
there.
artists,
For so
I'll be all in the artists.
If-
I have some real low key good ones for y'all.
yeah.
Low-key good
Let's
ones.
do that.
Yeah, low key good one.
She got some J.
Absolutely.
Cole's on the low.
I need that. And then tomorrow, you guys catch the ride along, Rough Riders ride along, 8:30 to 9:30.
Who you
Rough
got on that?
Riders
Yo,
Radio?
Michael?
No, Daylight.
Oh, Daylight is on it. All right.
Daylight's getting interviewed tomorrow. He's a
And
Stella
you plug,
Star.
and you plug that in, right?
Yes, with
See, look.
MMIC 40.
Steph got the Stella Stars on Rough Riders Radio.
Yes.
Ride Along Radio.
Yes.
What's the girl's name up there?
Her name is Sherry Miss Info.
Sherry Miss Info. Shout out Sherry Miss Info because you was such a wonderful person when we was up there interviewing. So shout out that on the Rough Riders Radio.
And
RIP
40 and
DMX.
Ben from TV, they'll be there as well.
Okay.
So
So
those
there
are
you
our
go.
Stella Stars as well, and they're the hosts on that show. So,
Right.
You know.
See, look, we lit. We lit,
Absolutely.
y'all. People better pay attention to what's going on up here. Like the Stella Steph show is not just a show where people could come up here. Like I'm putting you on Groundhog TV. You're getting affiliated with Math, who's actually doing events damn near 4 times a week. Like this motherfucker is a working
and the
motherfucker.
Stella
Okay,
Stars
man.
always come out to his events and they support. So everybody who comes on this show, they network with Math and they have a
Right.
chance to do.
But that's what I'm
Math's
saying. You
events and
getting
stuff.
so many
Extra
more
media, so-
opportunities from coming to the Stella Steph show. Like you're getting a connection where he do like mixtape reviews. He doing showcases, 420 friendly, heavy. Like you're getting involved in so much stuff, let alone with me and everything that I'm connected with. And Stella's networking with so many people to put you in situations that you couldn't get on your own. So
you really
just
couldn't.
know, like, it's not just the Stella Steph show. It's like the Stella Steph conglomerate, actually.
Yeah, that's basically like, like we were just saying, entertainment, certain things you can't get on your own.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not that, I don't need nobody. Yes, you do.
You actually do.
Or you need people to get to the top.
Exactly.
So
If you
saying
can't
that
be
is
used,
like,
you're useless.
And the Goats
Yeah.
might add you to their group because they have 600 people. They're probably looking for them.
That song that we just played, that Uno record, that's from the Goats. That's from the Goats. Those dudes are so fucking talented and
are.
professional.
So-
You know what I'm saying? And Mike Mizzle, I fucks with y'all. And I love y'all music.
They're
All that
like the
stuff
new
was just
age
in the-
Wu-Tang.
in
They like the
live
new
so
age
much.
Wu-Tang.
Exactly. Like I look at them like the new Wu.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I respect them. And that's why I'm always happy when he comes up to the show and I play his record
Always
and stuff
shows
like
love.
that because they're dope. And I feel like they need more people to hear them. And when you come through this platform, you get put on so many situations where you'll get that exposure that you're really looking for.
Yep.
So shout out to the whole Stella Steph staff,
Thank
the whole
you.
Stella Stars, Math, S.STREET Media, and all of the guests that come through. You know what I'm saying? Shout out It's the Wave. Shout out everybody that tunes in, man.
Yeah, It's the Wave. Yeah, It's the Wave is a really great media group as well.
Yes, I fucks with It's the Wave.
They're the ones who do all our promo and all our visuals for every event that we have, our shows and stuff. They
Shout
put
out
something
Black's
together.
World, YSB TV in the
Oh,
building.
Black's World as well. He's a great media.
You know what I'm saying?
He'll be there on the 29th as well. The World is having something in Times Square coming up.
Yeah, next Saturday, actually 6 days away. We're gonna do something on Times Square again, a live joint. So it's that situation is more of like a if you know type shit. So we just gonna pop up because it's holiday time and Times Square is filled with millions of people all day, every day. So it ain't really like something I gotta go extra hard and promote. The artist that's fucking with it is fucking with it, and you're gonna have a rotating crowd all day.
Yeah.
So that's just what it is.
I'm
You know
into
what I'm
that.
saying?
So can we get a hand clap one more time? Just one more time. That's it. Thank you. So let's move things to a lighter note because I felt like we started this show a little bit heavy.
That was good. That was
A little
good.
heavy.
That was good
I mean,
content.
it was a little heavy.
That was good content.
It was a little heavy, a little
what I'm
tiny
saying?
bit heavy.
We heard
That's
some dope
it.
songs.
Yes, we
We
did.
spoke about a lot of relationship shit that goes on really and still going on to this day. You know?
I just want to know what everybody has going on coming up. Rocky.
I'm gonna give a Stella Stuff exclusive. So the last song you just played, Energy True. Maybe or maybe not. There's gonna be a remix coming out soon with a major artist that I'm not gonna say
really?
yet.
Are
Yeah.
you
you
not
don't
even
wanna
gonna
jinx
tell
it?
us? Like,
I'm
come
not
on.
You ain't already give him that deposit yet?
Who?
This is the major artist.
Oh no! It's not that. I'm just the type of person I want to hear it first. You know,
Oh,
'cause,
okay,
yeah,
you don't
so I
wanna-
didn't hear it yet. Yeah.
Okay,
so.
all right.
Oh, so you gonna remix that record right there with a major artist?
Okay, so we'll be looking
Did they
out
reach
for
out
it.
to you or you reached out to them?
It was a middleman situation.
Did they hear the song and was like, oh, I like that. I want to get on that.
Well, it was more of a thing where I was gonna work with the person regardless, and we had to pick which song we were gonna do.
Oh,
And
that's dope.
Yeah, we eventually settled on. Energy
Okay,
True.
so is it like an R&B artist or is it hip hop?
Oh, so you can have a rapper rapping in that joint.
Okay, now I'm really like I want to know who
Yeah, I
it
can't
is.
wait. Give me your Instagram.
Now I'm saying like,
Be
hold
tuned
on.
in.
Rocky, while everybody's listening to you, are you coming to my event on the 29th?
She's
On blast. That was straightforward.
you haven't invited me.
I'm
You're
asking
invited
you right
right now.
now.
You know, you're actually a Stella Star from
since
being
you're-
on
I
her
found
show.
out on Thanksgiving because she
Yes.
sent me a message like, "Hey, Stella Star."
Yeah.
She wants you to change your Instagram, right?
I'm making everybody change. Oh, yeah, look, Mike is
Wait.
changing his head. Look, he's shaking
I
his
have
head
to throw
because
you
I
up there
told
in the
him.
bio,
I
Stella
told him
Star.
I'm not talking to you unless you
Hashtag
change your name to
Stella
Stella Star.
Oh.
I mean, I put as a woman. That's your other hashtag.
As a woman.
That's a new hashtag, but as a woman.
Exactly. I want everybody to come out.
I'm
So
gonna come.
thank you. So now, Pretty Montana, are you coming to my event on the 29th?
I will work on it.
I thought you was coming through with the whole lingerie girls and the
last
liquor
time
and
we
all
spoke,
that.
last time you were here,
Right now,
you
I'm not gonna
had-
lie, it's Christmas, so the orders I've been getting is like out. Like I can't, but I got Stella. No worries, I got a little Christmas gift for you. Only saying the 29th because I might not be in town.
You won't be in
But
town
those
for the
boxes that you
29th.
got in your house of that vodka, send those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
just
you
send
got
us
shit
the
in your house,
vodka.
stop fronting.
Do y'all want holla at me? Like, do you want a liquor brand, a sponsor?
I mean, yeah.
I thought that's what it was all
Yeah.
about.
Okay.
Sponsors.
All right. So
Sponsors.
I'll tap into shout out to Plush Vodka. I'll tap into
Thank
them for
you, Plush Vodka. I
They could have been
appreciate
getting all this
you.
exposure all this time.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
hey, ask me some questions and shit.
Plush
You know.
Vodka.
I thought you had that in the bag.
So how long you been
flaky.
working with Plush Vodka? How long
Just
you
recently,
guys-
because I
okay.
started working with Riscato wines,
Okay.
and they saw that, and the guy tapped in with me or whatever on the DM.
Was like unhappy or something?
No, it was just like, hey Montana, what's up or whatever. And I was like, whatever. Oh,
Well, we could do
Plush
vodka and
then-
wine. We could,
Yeah, I mean, it's up to
Yeah.
y'all. Like, I got pretty good ties with them. They I'm actually just plugged in with somebody in their marketing teams. But the main guy for Plush Vodka, the owner, that's the one I talk to. So.
Okay. So do do they come out to like all your events and they give you drinks?
Yeah,
and
for the
stuff to
most
bring?
part.
Do they have this idea? Because I remember back in the days when I did the marketing and merchandising for Mad Soul, we had Alizé sponsorship, and we was cool. My dude Greg
my God,
Keller,
remember
shout out Greg
Alizé?
Keller. Yeah, they had a lot. They had
Shit's gonna be
Alizé,
fucked
they had
up.
cognac, they had everything. But are your guys? Are they the type of guys that say the club has to buy a certain amount of boxes from them? Okay.
I would say Plush Vodka is definitely like that. Moscato,
Stella,
I'm not
you
too
listening?
sure.
I'm listening.
Yeah, Plush Vodka is like that. Like they'll sponsor your event, you know, as long as it's something back for them, of course. You know.
So the club, I mean, the spot that the December 29th event is at, is it a club or is it an event space?
It's a club.
Oh,
So
well,
they're gonna
talk to me nice,
Vodka is
y'all.
gonna want them, the club. To
Yeah,
sell
they're
boxes
probably
from
gonna
them.
let's
want
work that out.
Yeah, so we'll have to work
you
it
know,
out.
that's a little ching ching
So
ching. That's a little ching
So
ching
we'll
for
talk
me.
about it in
So
the
let's
morning.
work that out.
Yeah, we'll talk about this in the morning. then.
Moscato as
Yeah.
well. I'm just tapped into their marketing team, but I know for the most part, Moscato only does like positive events, empowerment events, and stuff like that.
Okay.
Like far as rap showcasing things, they don't really.
Yeah, this
tapping
is
into
like
that.
this is a club, like a whole club.
Yeah, but that'll
lounge
work
or whatever.
If they would buy a case, then it works for everybody. You know, we could talk some money.
So tomorrow we'll tap in with them and figure it out. You know.
But about Tisha right now, Pretty Montana. Catch me on Zubaro. Are y'all tuned in?
Oh, so yes.
Hello.
So yes, that was the next thing. Zubaro.
I'm a drug dealer on Zubaro. Hello.
So
Selling keys.
I'm selling keys. I'm the plug. Hello. I'm putting people in position.
So it's kind of like you in real life then.
Yeah, my name is.
It's like you in real life.
Yeah, I kind of can relate to the skit.
You the plug,
I mean,
right? You just was telling us about
yeah,
plugs
certain things
with
I
alcohol
do.
And,
it works.
On the web series,
it
you
works
selling
for
drugs.
me. When I read my part, it was
It's
like,
real life.
okay, so shout out to Myers because he's the writer and Cap is the director. And I was reading my part and I'm like, I'm selling drugs. Like, I'm finding a new runner. You said, what's a runner?
Speaking of drugs, I like your trucker hat that say Munchies.
Yeah, shout out to Munchies. Lizzie Chanel's in there. I'm throwing that on today. Sundays is a laid back day. I'm always in heels and business attire.
So now you got the trucker hat on with the mink.
Yes, I love my down days. Like I appreciate them because my feet be hurting. Being in heels, I don't know how the strippers do it.
I'm tired of wearing heels.
Yeah, I don't know how the strippers do it, but
They do it.
They do it. They do it
every night.
But yeah, the Zubaro series is a series based in the Bronx. You'll see every different areas in the Bronx.
Okay.
It's basically, you know, I would say something like Money and Violence. But just a different twist to it. It got Bronx lingo, you know, like
a rest in peace.
You shitting me. You know the lingo that the Bronx has and all of that. So
she was in Money and Violence.
I think she was.
She was in Money and Violence. I was there. When
Shout
she
out
filmed.
one of the artists I used to manage, Steph the Deaf. He was one of my artists before Money and Violence. Y'all actually know him as Grimy Ty from Money and Violence. Yeah. That's my nephew.
They actually shot in her house. The scene.
Oh, I think I seen that scene.
They
I
shot
didn't know
in her
her
house.
then, though.
Yeah, that was
I
in
didn't
her
know
house
then at that time. R.I.P. BK Tidyweb.
So yeah. So everybody's
hold up,
everybody's in with like the Power series and stuff like that right now. That everybody's obsessed with the whole.
I do watch it crazy.
I just started because of what is it, BMF or whatever? No, the one before BMF. What was it? Before
it was Power,
BMF.
but it was the one where 50 is little.
Yeah, that's the one that I started. I started with that.
That's called it's Power, but it's called
It's
Canaan?
Raising
Raising
Canaan.
Canaan.
It was
Yeah,
Raising
thank you.
Canaan. Yeah.
That's when I started. So would you compare it to? Would you compare?
yeah, I
it
would
to
say it's like a
World?
street thing.
I honestly,
okay.
with your web series.
Yeah, the web series like
So when she
it's
said
a
Money and Violence, I already
yeah. You get my
knew.
drift. Yeah, it's like
I
a street
automatically
thing.
knew.
People related. You know,
Right.
some is just friends. They grew up together, whatever. Girls, there's a lot of females in there. That's actually the plug. So I like that too.
Okay.
It's just pretty much like I said. You got to tune in to see.
So basically, the writer is like really.
Living that life.
Yeah, either lived
No,
it
what I'm
or
saying,
seen
I
it.
didn't even want to say that.
He heard from it from
Either
I'm
somewhere.
lived
feeling
or
like the
seen.
writer is
Yeah,
more
yeah.
basing his storyline on the fact that it's a woman empowerment movement.
It could be
because
because
it's a lot of women. You said that's the plug.
yeah, it's a lot of women in
So he's
the
writing
in
women
the
into parts
situation
that
that's
usually men would get written into.
yeah. It's some men in there too, good actors, and some of them are rappers actually. So we could definitely tap into that.
Who's
So
some
is
of the
this
rappers
your-
that you got in there?
The guy that I did a scene with, his name is Gates. I know that he raps.
Gates.
Kevin Gates.
No, his
No,
name
not
is
Kevin Gates.
The Lovely Gates. It's on Instagram. I'll give it to you guys.
Okay.
But I could possibly, have them come up here and tap in.
yeah, absolutely.
Get
We need
familiar
to.
with them as well. But a lot of the songs are in the Zubaro series. Like when we walking out, different scenes.
Hold up, Zubaro. That's from Jersey.
No, that's
the Bronx.
The Bronx.
okay.
She just said the
Okay.
Bronx.
Super series.
No, because I knew it was a dude
It's on
that
YouTube.
did a movie named Zoo from Jersey.
No, I don't know.
Nah, this one is a
All
series.
right, my
is
bad.
this
I'm
what-
just
is
saying
this
that's
what
what
you
we
see
that's
yourself
what we
in the
had to do is
future?
clear it up.
Right now I
You
see
yourself
myself
acting.
I just call
like-
myself overall everything I do like a businesswoman.
Okay.
It makes sense to me. I'm on it.
Like, never put yourself in the box. I hate when people say
Oh,
like,
no.
"Oh,
I do
I'm
events.
this and that's all I do."
I do my
like,
own
you
events.
should do
I
multiple
model
things.
You know, I even have artists around me. I don't put a label on it, but I work with artists. If I got a plug on something and they can't get to it, I'll throw it at them.
Capricorns, we go with the money.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
I know where
yeah,
it's at.
yeah.
I'm gonna get it. Like, so I would say for the most part, I see myself as a businesswoman with like a multi-millionaire because I'm be dibbled in a little bit of everything. Right now, events is like big for me. You know, that be the money. That's where the money's at.
Yeah.
Lingerie right now is growing. I'm developing like a strong marketing plan for
I'm
next
still
year.
waiting for my little cute outfit for my birthday.
You will get it. You will get it. But yeah, I'm developing a strong marketing plan, like revamping a little bit because my business only did a year.
Roxy Tsunami, what's up?
But I've met a lot of good people, you know, going to a lot of investor expos, and I went to White Label at Jacob Javits Center recently, and
Oh, wow.
I met some dope ass people, you know, that can help me push my brand. So
Pop-up shops too. We're about to
yeah.
have one in Brooklyn coming up at Jamila's. Jamila has a few boutiques, and we're
Okay.
about to have a pop-up shop over there. And
I'll tap in with her. My December is super quiet. I had to. Entertainment can be a lot. I just felt like I needed a break. The holidays, I miss my mom.
Your mom, you just lost your mom's?
Yeah, my mom passed away last year.
Oh, okay.
So I would say this her
God
second
bless.
year anniversary was November
RIP,
5th.
Condolences.
And it just was like, it hit me a little bit harder this year. I can't
course.
lie. So I had hit Ember up. It's like, yo, tell everybody I don't want to work. Entertainment, the whole month of December, I just want to chill.
Yeah.
That's my brother's birthday. He's, you know, sentimental as well about it. I just want to chill. The entertainment life, like I said, could be a lot of drama, a lot of he say, she say, a lot of, you know, I don't work with her, the cattiness. It's just, it could be a lot.
Yeah, it's too much.
And then you grieving at the same
and that's why
time.
I'm afraid sometimes to really work with women and get close with
I'm
women
afraid
in
for
the
you.
industry. Like,
I'm afraid for
I get really afraid.
But I push it,
I
'cause
get
it's,
really, really afraid.
I want to go for it. I've worked with a lot of men in the industry, and I'm like, the hardest task was to be working with women. And I'm like,
Yeah.
nah, I push myself. It's a lot of good women out here. I'm not gonna lie, Stella.
No,
Like,
there is.
hey,
There is. There
hey,
is.
nice meeting you,
No,
Stella.
there is, but there
You
are
know,
also a
but
lot
they're the
of-
mean girls.
they're
They're
also
all
in the
not
media.
bad cops.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot of mean media girls. Let's just put it like that.
There's also a lot of girls who will pretend to be your friend.
to pretend to be your friend.
And really, they're
I've
just
been hearing
trying
a
to
lot
help
about
you.
some PR person named Tuesday. Like, what's up with that?
Oh shit! Don't
been
do
hearing
this
a
to
lot-
me, Robert. Don't do it.
Okay, look, everybody got scared now, so
Oh my
let me
God,
leave
my
that
heart
one
just
alone.
stopped.
Nah, we'll leave that one alone for a lot
Leave
of.
that one alone. There's
We'll
a
leave
lot
that
of
one
scared
alone.
people in the building.
Not scared, but we'll leave that one alone because that person has their own, you know, a lot of situations. Like you said, you heard it a lot.
Yeah,
So
I heard about her a lot.
I don't, you know, she never did
And I
nothing to
never
me.
heard of her before, but
Yeah, she's
lately
never-
I've been hearing about her a lot. Just like we was talking about the Nimrod situation.
Yeah.
I've been hearing about this girl
You hear about
Tuesday a
certain
lot.
things. Yeah,
So when
she
you
hasn't
brought
done
that
anything
up,
to me
I was
personally.
thinking like, damn,
But
my
there
man lied
are,
about this
overall, there are mean media girls, you know, they pretend like they're your friends.
Shout out Boss Lady Drama
But
Ruga.
behind your back, they will act like, you know, yeah, what up to y'all too? They will act like, you know, they fuck with you, but behind
Yeah,
your
but
back,
they
it's
don't
like,
fuck
oh, she
with
thinks
you.
she trying to be somebody, or
Yeah.
she thinks she working. And, you know, first of all, I tell people all the time, speak to God before you speak to people, y'all.
Yeah.
Because people out here got loose lips. I don't care if you think that's your bro or whatever. That shit got that bond and you know for a fact, nah, my brother wouldn't say nothing, or my
Listen,
sis.
if you really about your shit,
Yeah, you
and
gonna say
ain't
it again
worried about
too.
What's gonna come
Yeah, you gonna
back,
say it again twice.
Say what you say.
But some people
That's
are
it.
worried about their shit, so they say
So
it
then
to
don't be
certain
running your
people.
mouth.
They say it to certain people and they feel it's safe, and then when you
No,
get
or
with these
hire
people,
PR.
They
these
not
people
say
tell
PR.
you.
They-
Yeah, they're not
and
saying
then
PR.
and all of a sudden they forgot everything.
Yeah,
they
so people
said.
tell you
They
things,
don't
you
know
know,
what's
oh, this
happening.
person think they all lie. And these be media girls that we supposed to
Yeah.
be pushing women empowerment
Right,
and shit.
right.
So it'd be like, oh, y'all messy as fuck.
Yeah,
Trying to
yeah.
act like y'all down for women, but behind everything, y'all really be coming for us. Like,
Right.
and a lot of these women, you know, just like wherever we all started at this spot, everybody did.
Right.
And we grow. But don't take that away from the people that's coming in the game that's
Yep.
growing.
Right.
Like I said, I've been in the game for over 8 years. A lot of people I'm just starting to meet, but I'm not going to take away your craft or what you've been doing.
And that's why.
And
I
you
try
can't
to
take that
bring
from me
everybody
neither.
up.
It's like you might not know me, I might not know you, but I've heard of you. So let's get to know each other. Let's learn the
And
background
that's why I think
before
it's-
we judge.
That's why
But
it's
some
super
people
whack
hear-
for somebody to be like, "Oh, well, I'm not gonna work with you if you're working with that person over
And
there.
I've got that plenty of
And
times.
you don't even know that person over there.
I've got that plenty of
but yet
times.
You've heard something about them.
Yes.
Or they know somebody that you
Absolutely.
don't like. And that's why you don't want. Like,
And it goes
it's
left,
ignorant.
and then it's like,
so
I'm not working
stupid.
But
with
that just
her.
makes you look so corny.
Yeah, like high
I'm gonna
school.
sit here and point to you and be like, don't work with her because I don't fuck with her.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. In the end of the day, it's all about your bread. I'm not gonna stop you putting food on your table because
Absolutely
I got a
not.
grudge.
People, when they hate and they want you to stop eating.
Yep.
They don't
Yeah,
want you
I
to
believe
eat.
it.
So then those people don't really have my best interest at heart because in the end of the
Absolutely.
day, I don't give a fuck about who you're working with. I'm gonna give you my experience, and if you choose to take that, you choose to take that. But I'm not gonna sit here and ask you to pick sides.
Yeah.
So tell us what you got going on and what's next for you so people could actually get in tune with you because
Yes.
you're a PR
Tune in.
person.
Get
So we here
Amber.
talking about PR people. So give us some of your PR expertise.
You're not the same as every PR.
Exactly.
Sure ain't.
No, absolutely not. I'm not the same at all
Tell
whatsoever.
them you
I
good all
definitely-
around.
I do
Wednesday,
everything.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday,
What?
and Tuesday.
Pretty, how many days do we talk on the phone and how long do we talk on the phone per day?
7 hours.
Mike
She
Business
checks
like this is a
in, make sure
mess.
I'm good. I can't lie. Like I said, being in media is you get nervous because you meet the mean girls.
Right.
So when you do come across a girl, like I met Amber, it was like I know I need a PR, but it's like I don't know
You're
because the way
unsure.
y'all move, y'all
Yeah.
That was
messy.
your PR.
Yes.
Okay.
And
all
she
right.
also has other people in the team
Yeah,
as well.
also I'm PR for Laz the Top Don. He's an
Yeah.
artist. Mhm.
Hold up, that's a dude that really works with infamous Amadeus a lot.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
Okay, I know who he is. For sure.
And then I also do PR and management for NDO Champ.
Okay.
Okay.
NDO Champ, that's the muscle bound guy that be kicking up everybody's food all day. You know who used to be his PR person? It was a girl, I forgot her name.
Rashida Wallace.
Rashida Wallace.
I started as Rashida's assistant.
See how that shit works?
But you
Boom,
see,
boom.
Shout out
that's why I say
Rashida.
don't knock the assistants because
Yo,
you
so
never
y'all,
know.
y'all cool? You and Rashida, y'all cool with
I
it?
love Rashida.
Okay. Shout out Rashida, you know what I'm saying? I know her too.
I love
Like, yo,
Rashida.
that's
She
what's
definitely
up.
taught me everything that I knew. She
That's
put me
what's
in a
up.
lot of good places. I appreciate her 100%.
Word. See how 6 degrees of separation works?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Sometimes it work. You know, sometimes you meet people in entertainment and it's like a forever love.
Yeah.
Like you can get anything, you know, that person get up to this or that, they got you all the time. And then some people that's like, we ain't never working together ever.
Right. I actually started with her as a makeup artist. So before all of this, I do makeup.
I could tell your eyebrows and everything are perfect.
Yeah,
I
yo,
could
fleek.
tell. I could tell.
No, let me stop. But no, I
said
actually
on
met her. I had met her in a nail salon in Harlem, and I overheard her talking about her client being like put in Black Panther 2. So I was like, hey, you know, I don't know what you do, but I heard you have a client. I'm a makeup artist. This is my work. And I
Yeah.
showed her my work, and I'm real big into like SFX. So like putting like mad blood all over me and stuff like that.
Okay.
So I showed her my work. She was like, oh, I might have some magazines coming up and this, that, and the third. She called me the next day.
Wow.
I didn't drive, nothing. I took the train all the way from Hunts Point in the Bronx
And
To
that was your
Brooklyn, 'cause she's
destiny.
from Brooklyn.
And
Yup.
that was your destiny. That you were
She-
you were meant to be at that moment at that
Take
time.
that 2 and that
Absolutely,
5.
absolutely,
or that A and that
100%.
D.
And so I pulled up, I did the makeup, I did everything that I had to do, but I was just doing more than I was supposed to. And at the end of the day, she was just like, you know what? You move like an assistant. And I'm like, well, we could give and take. Like, you get me bookings, I'll be your assistant. I'm with that.
Yeah.
She started sending me to places, started talking for her, and realized I could do it on my own. She let me go gracefully.
Shout out Rashida
So where
Wallace.
does
That's dope.
Hand clap for her. Word.
So where does everybody at this table right now, where does everybody see themselves? Because I hate that question, like, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Yo,
For
shit can happen
myself,
within a
for
year.
myself, a year and 2 years is a long time. Like, a lot can happen.
A lot of shit can happen.
So let's do 2 years. Where do you see yourself in 2 years? And we'll go around this way.
For the most part, I have a couple of Airbnbs because I'm getting into that right now. So
Yeah.
Oh shit,
that's
Stella,
the
ain't
way
you
to
doing
be.
a Christmas dinner?
Yes,
on Airbnb?
yeah, it's actually happening like in the process for me now. So in 2 years, it'll be like I'll have Airbnbs.
Stella Stars Christmas dinner, December 21st.
Marie Pearl will be a little bit more out there. You'll see it on trains, buses. Like the marketing will be up a little bit. Just being an overall businesswoman. Changing my address because that's in process as well. So I'll be living in another state.
Where at?
Where you moving?
ATL.
I'm coming
Shout
with
out.
you.
ATL?
Yeah.
Oh, so you and Lizzie just
Yeah.
up and leaving to Atlanta.
Yeah, pretty much. The
Atlanta's like the
opportunities-
other Mecca right now.
Yeah, I can't lie.
You could just go
I
to
got a whole
Tyler Perry
team out
Studios
there.
and network and we
ABK that was
Yeah,
following. They follow
yeah,
you guys.
yeah.
They like an agency out there that reps me hard body. They get me bookings when I
They're
get out
great.
there.
They're great.
They're great people. And he really like he's the owner that really fucks with me. So
That's lit.
He's like, yo, I can't wait till you get out of here. I'm putting you in this. And believe it or not, New York, I've been in videos up here, but it's kind of like the Papoose, the Jadakiss, not the like
You wanna be the mainstream.
baby.
Yeah.
I want to go a
big,
little
big
bit mainstream, and I
And
know I
that-
could do it because the connects and the people that's
Right,
around
right.
me.
You
But I have
believe
to
in
make that
yourself.
step. Hell yeah.
When you get out
like I
there-
said, I wasn't this confident. You know, when you first start, you have your doubts. You have people telling you what you can't do. You have people telling you, well, look, you got to be in this. And it was like after a while, you work. Like you said, it could take 10, 30. Then I got a cover magazine. Then it was like now everybody wants to give me a cover. Now interviews. So I know I'm capable of doing it. It's just sometimes you do have to relocate to get that
Sometimes you have to. That's why people go to LA and Miami.
Yeah,
and
I had
stuff.
stayed
They
out
travel
there
back and
for
forth.
almost 2 months in Atlanta, and I really made
Enjoyed
money.
it.
Yo,
Yo, I ain't gonna front.
it
Every
was
time I go
crazy
to
that I
Atlanta,
made money.
I love it.
You
Like-
was just like, hold up. You know you capable of making money if you're a
Yeah.
hustler anywhere.
Real talk,
but I
wanna
really
go to
made
Atlanta,
money out
man.
there.
Stay for
Make
it.
And
sure
what I
when
do
you,
here.
And LA.
Make sure when you get out there, you hit up So Official, Show Out, and Molly Worlds. And,
I will, because I've been tapping into them now because I'm actually about to go out there again. You know, look for,
make sure you
met a
work
couple
with
of
them.
dope ass people out there, and you know it's a lot of black people out there. So it's like, all right, let me do this. Make this
Influential
step.
black people.
Yes.
Influential black
Yes,
people.
very influential. Like for women out there, women entrepreneurs, like the podcasters, the radio shows are interviewing us hard body out there.
Yeah.
They pushing it.
I love Atlanta.
Yeah, I love
Ain't
Atlanta. I
gonna
can't lie. It has its pros and cons, just like New York. You know, everybody got a story for you. Oh, be careful with this, be careful with that. It's like shit. Be careful with this.
There's
in
a
New York
story
too.
everywhere.
I feel like I survived New York.
Atlanta's like a down south New York right now.
Yeah, they're a little bit more laid back, but it's
But
still
it's
stuff
still
that goes
crazy,
on.
and they
You
all
know,
carry guns.
and they carry guns.
So what's you in 2 years? Will you see yourself?
So
like,
we
who
didn't
you
talk about it on this show, but I do the sound healing music. So
Okay.
Dope.
I'm really pushing that. I have a whole plan, 2 to 5 year plan. So for the next 2 years, I'm planning to really. My goal is to really make that more of a mainstream thing throughout the whole industry. Okay. So that is my goal. I am
Sound healing really works though too. It really does.
Yeah, and for those who don't know what sound healing is, it's basically like just listening to sounds and elements that help with balance your emotions, your
Help you
mental
sleep
health.
better
So
at
when you go to
night.
sleep, you listen to the ocean and shit like that.
Yeah, but I infuse it into the music. So like the songs that you heard today, like it's
It's
in
supposed to
that.
soothe you.
Yeah.
It's supposed to calm you down.
So
It's supposed to
subconsciously,
nurture
we don't
you.
hear that we're being
Yeah,
soothed.
It's supposed to
I
relax
understand.
you. It really
You know,
is.
like an India Ari vibe.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like I tried not to. I tried not to make it so that it's like India Ari, Jill Scott, because I feel like that's its own genre, and people do go to that for like to calm, get that calm. I try to mix it with like the hip hop vibe, the R&B vibe, the more mainstream vibe, so that it's like people who don't go to India Ari,
Yeah, yeah.
like they would still
I'll
get
definitely
that.
tap
They would still
in.
relate to you
Yeah.
and still
Get
understand.
That's dope. I'll tap in.
Exactly. Yeah.
So you little Miss PR.
Hey. Where do I see myself 2 years from now?
Right.
A year, 2 years, whatever you want to choose.
Just bigger and better. So my Instagram is The Drop Agency. I actually have my own LLC. I plan
Okay.
on expanding, getting a couple of other PR, possibly doing management.
Okay.
Having all of that under me and kind of just getting like a bigger fan base, not only for myself but also for my clients.
Okay.
I definitely stepped out of what I'm normally used to by taking on Pretty because she's a model. But huh?
What do you used to?
Artist.
Oh, really?
Yeah, definitely. So but just bigger and better.
That's
Tap
what's
into
up.
Candid. Download the app. It's free, and
Okay.
you can monetize over every post that
Okay.
you do, and it's a good networking app. Like,
Dope.
So Candid is a Soldier Boy app. That he
Yeah,
put out
Soulja
that-
Boy is
Oh,
new app.
actually, yes, I heard all
Yeah.
about that. Mhm.
Stella Steph is connected directly to that through Showtime, her manager.
So yeah,
We also
so
do
make sure
Sheen
you
magazine.
download it and
Yeah, I want to tap into that because this year I'm definitely getting into more fashion. As I met a lot of different people, so I'm definitely gonna tap into the fashion world.
All right,
What are
that's
y'all
it is.
getting in for the next 2 years?
Yeah, where y'all going?
I mean, if I don't kill him,
I hope not. I'm gonna be like, damn, they were such good friends.
Real quick, I just want us to be on like I want us to just be wealthy. That's
Yes.
it. I just want to live off this. Like, to be honest with you,
Financial
I love
freedom.
exactly.
And having
I wanna,
fun with it.
I want to just live off this and the whole whatever, everything that I do, from videography, from the Hoff series with my kids, from my music to the Stella Steph show and the little events that we doing, and like I just want to live off this. I don't want to have to go punch a clock for nobody no more. And I've been doing it for 15 years. Like I've worked throughout my whole life because I came up poor, living in shelters and welfare hotels. So I've always grinded and got money whatever it is. But I've been working for Transit for like 15 years, and I've been also doing the entertainment business. This is Groundhog TV's 17th year anniversary. So I just want to live off this now. I want to be able to come and go
Time
as
to
I please,
elevate.
Absolutely.
make money off of what I love to do, and not have to punch nobody's clock and answer to nobody.
And it's nothing like when you can actually say like I love my job. It's so many people that go to work that be mad they gotta go to work.
I'm
I don't
not
want a
mad
job.
I go
I
to
don't
work
want
'cause
that.
I got a lot of perks and I get money, but at the same time, I still want to do my own thing.
Yeah, I still
all
want
the
to do my
time.
own thing.
I
It's
want to
not-
do what I love, not do what I have to. Just it's a secure check. Because jobs, they bribe you to give up on your dreams. Just so y'all know.
Yeah.
With that being said, we're gonna end the show today. It's the Stella Steph Show,
Yes.
Groundhog TV, S.STREET Media.
Thank you guys
You know what I mean?
so
Shout out to
much
all
for
our guests that
being
came in
here.
today. Y'all can tap into all of them, and y'all can see everything that's going on. Shout out
Rocky
my guy,
Rider,
Mav.
Pretty Montana. Thank you guys so much.
Hold up, what's up with my PR tourist?
But
Like,
I was doing the main people. Like, let
No,
me
she's
go
a main
around the
person
table.
too.
I
Tourist
know,
life.
but
can't count us out.
Yeah, they got a bar now that they
count us
found
out
out they
never.
bulls is over.
He talked about
He Capricorn season
talk
over
about
here.
him since you love you so
All
much.
right.
You know it's
Go ahead.
Capricorn
Go ahead.
season approaching.
Go ahead.
Look. That's what we
It's
do.
Capricorn season approaching, so respect us.
All right. Respect the
We end
Capricorns.
and begin, you know.
But shout out to the Tauruses. Shout out to Miki, Half 2 mother, Lisa. Shout out, happy birthday to my mother, because they Tauruses in my
Okay.
life.
And we'll see you guys next Sunday, 4:30 to 6:30.
Happy birthday, Ma. I love you.
S.STREET Media, Grindhard TV, Music
know.
Monday videos. You know, we here.
It's a big fact. We out.